The following is a presentation of WCMP Sports, local sports. The following is a presentation of WCMP Sports, local sports.
Past the 25, to the 20, to the 15, he's going to high step into the end zone, touchdown!
Here, wide receivers split each side.
He's still going into the end zone.
East Central Minnesota, the action starts now. To bring you the call, here's Ethan Game Day Gilman.
And welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, to tonight's broadcast of high school football here on WCMP. Game Day Gilman joining you. We're out at Pine City High School for tonight's matchup between the Pine City Dragons and the Grand Rapids Thunderhawks. Game Day Gilman here joining you live from Saunders Field in Pine City. And, well, it's going to be a wet one here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. That is for sure. And we'll have to wait and see how everything plays out. We had to actually postpone this game a little bit because of the weather. So that happened. So now we are set for a 7 p.m. kickoff as teams are back out getting warmed up. Pine City getting set for their first game of the season, as is Grand Rapids. I'm excited to be out here, ladies and gentlemen. Excited to bring you this game between the Dragons and the Thunderhawks. Of course, stay tuned. We have lots of other games going on in our listening area. Of course, over on 100.9 FM, we've got Hinckley Finlayson hosting East Central. Then over on KBEK, we've got Mora hosting Duluth Denfeld. And then on our YouTube at WCMP Sports 2, we've got Bram hosting Rush City. We've got our stations full here this evening. And I am excited to be out here for this game here this evening for Pine City. Pine City's looking to come into this one. A new offense, a little bit of a newer look defense. Not something that we haven't seen before from Pine City, but just something that they're going back to. And we'll hear a little bit more about that as we go along in our pregame. And first, we're going to take a minute to hear a word from our fine sponsors. Then after a few words from our fine sponsors, we're going to hear an interview with one of the co-head coaches of the Pine City Dragons. That will be Coach Nate Fort. And unfortunately, Coach Berger was not feeling too well for that interview, so he was able to take some time off to feel a little bit better. And, of course, we want everyone to be feeling good, so we made sure that he was feeling better. Him and I, Coach Berger, will be talking sometime soon. And hopefully, we're hoping for next week. So that's a time that we're looking for next week to get an interview with the other co-head coach of the Pine City Dragons, Andrew Berger. Of course, Nate Ford does more of the offensive side of things. Coach Berger does more of the defensive side of things, kind of a offensive and defensive coordinator type of gig there for both of them. So as we go forward, though, we're going to get that interview, but first, as I mentioned, we're going to hear a word from our fine sponsors, and then we'll be back for that interview with one of the co-head coaches, Nate Fort of the Pine City Dragons. You are listening to high school football. Finally, it's here. High school football here on WCMP.
Kettle River Pizza loves supporting all the local teams. And if your team is interested in fundraising, well, they've got you covered. Kettle River Pizza has years of experience in fundraising for local teams, organizations, and clubs, and they would like to help you too. With their experience and the fact that Kettle River Pizza is an easy sell, your fundraiser is bound to be a great success. Visit Kettle River Pizza online and click on their fundraising tab. Kettle River Pizza, a winner every time. Grab a few at your local convenience or grocery store for after the game.
Embrace Orthodontics offers a unique, specialized approach to orthodontic treatment with custom braces or Invisalign. The team at Embrace loves getting to know their patients personally and takes the time to make sure all your questions are answered. Their board-certified orthodontists use only the latest in modern technology to give you the best outcome possible. They work with your insurance company and offer flexible financing options to fit your budget. Call today to set up your free exam and see how Embrace Orthodontics can transform your smile. More online at embracemn.com. That's embracemn.com.
Ditch the shovel and wheelbarrow. A New Holland mini track loader lets you get more work done with ease. It's narrow by design, so you can easily get in and out of tight spots. Versatility is its calling card. The loader powers a wide range of attachments like augers and trenchers. Big operating capacity puts more jobs on your can-do list, making it perfect for residential construction and landscaping. Take a break from backbreaking work with a reliable mini track loader. See one today at Bayerview Implement in St. Croix Falls and Rice Lake.
Whoa! They've got what you need at the Pine City Freeway Holiday Station Store. Right now, the Pine City Holiday Station Store off 35 has got savings like Jack's Pizza, 3 for $12, Red Bull 12 ounce, buy 2, get 1 free, Johnsonville Brats and Dogs, 2 for $4, any size fountain drink up to XL, 79 cents all day. Open 24/7, 365. They've got what you need at the Freeway Holiday Station Store in Pine City.
Loading the kids in the car, brokering peace in the back seat, mastering the snack handoff without even looking. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple, so you can worry about more important things, like figuring out what's growing in that cup holder. That's simple human sense.
Contact your local auto owner's agency, Pine Insurance Agency, at pineagency.us today.
Ethan Game Day Gilman, and I'm here with one of the co-head coaches of the Pine City Dragons football team. That is Nate Fort. First of all, Coach Fort, thanks so much for joining me.
Hey, thank you.
And now, first question as we get started here, how many years have you been coaching?
This will be my 21st season with the Pine City Dragons football team, and I believe this is our 5th year as co-head coaches of the Dragons.
Now, what initially got you into coaching?
You know what? Growing up, I loved sports, being around the game, whether I was a participant or an observer of the game. And I had a great opportunity to work with some fabulous people throughout my career in many different avenues. And it just always piqued my interest as a bonus to teaching is hey, you get a chance to work with the sporting part of things. So I've just always loved being around sports and being around the athletes.
For you as a coach, what is the lead up to the first practice of the season like for you? What are some of the things that you do to prepare?
As a coaching staff, we like to just get together and make sure we're on the same page. You got to make sure you get as much in as you can, knowing that you got 10 days before our first scrimmage, just 14 or 13 days before that first game. It's a very unique sport in that you don't get a lot of time to prepare once the season begins. So you got to make sure you're ready. You got to make sure that you have everything laid out as best that you can to get started for the season, and then just make sure everyone's energetic. Start that first practice off right.
Now looking towards the team here, how is the roster shaping up this year? Is it younger, a mix of both?
It's definitely a mix of both. Coming into the season, we were very hopeful to get 50 kids up for Dragon football this year. Berger and I have always had a wonderful number of 60. If we feel as though we can compete maybe with some of these larger teams that we play. And we've been very, very happy to see that we have about 64 kids out right now, and led by quite a few seniors, but nonetheless, a huge group of freshmen coming in. And if you look at our numbers all the way through our youth program, they're some of the largest I've ever seen in 21 years here.
And with, I guess there's going to be two sides to this one. We'll go first with those veterans coming back for this year for either their senior or junior season. What are some of the things that you expect from the veteran returning guys?
Leadership. You know, we had a great group of seniors last year who led us. I mean, it was one of my favorite seasons was last season, even though we didn't win a single ball game. They were just a great group of guys to hang out with day in and day out. They kept me upbeat and optimistic, and I look for that in our senior leadership again this year, of just that every day going out, grinding together, but nonetheless having fun together. and hopefully competing and trying to win some ball games together.
And now you mentioned the big class of freshmen coming in. How important has it been that these senior groups that you have had the last couple of years have been so involved with the underclassmen and just good teammates as well? How important is that now that you have a big freshman class coming in?
It is definitely part of the culture that we as coaches have tried to instill upon our football team, is that inviting attitude, that environment of that everyone's a part of us regardless of your ability, regardless of what you did last year or 2 years ago. Letting those freshmen know that even though they may not contribute on a Friday night yet, they are definitely the future of who we are as Dragon football.
I know last year practice got switched up a little bit, and some of the younger football players started to get a little bit more involved with the varsity group and even the JV and C squad. What has that been like for you as a coach to be able to see those younger football players be involved with the older guys?
Our ultimate goal has been since day one. Coach Berger and I have talked about getting to that 22 that we call it as best we can, to put 11 guys on offense, 11 guys on defense. Not to say that an offensive starter couldn't still play defense, but when you're going against some of the opponents that we see where they have waves of kids coming in against us, that two-way player is very difficult to do. So as we start to incorporate some of these younger kids, they're getting us closer to that 22 that we've always been after.
For the team this year, do we know who the captains are?
We do. The kids picked out three very good ones in the end of the season. Nick Stewart, senior, offensive lineman for us, probably going to be our starting center just tomorrow night. We also have Evan Denz, a junior. The guy is absolute, just wants to get after it, big physical guy. He'll probably play some running back for us and looking to play some linebacker. Logan Kalecki, who's been a staple for us for now 3 years, healthy after a tough junior season of still hindered on that injury. He'll play linebacker, running back. And then Landon Gannot was an absolute stud all season in the offseason. He was at everything. He never asked to leave early. He just led. And so we thought he was well-deserving of that honor of captain for us.
Now, looking through these first few weeks of practice and that scrimmage that you were able to host this past Saturday, what are some of the things when you're looking at this team that you're evaluating to determine, who's going to start where?
You just take a look at the whole group in general and try to find the best mix of guys out there for whatever case it happens to be. For us offensively, it was a matter of trying to find productivity and more consistency. And we tried to find consistency all last season, and it was just tough to do. So when we looked at the scrimmage film, and if you take a look at anyone who was at the scrimmage, you'll find out we're throwing the ball more than we have in years. And we think that a guy like Austin Weiner, big stand-up guy, 6'4" guy, can throw the ball. And we're going to look to stretch the field, and it's going to be a total new look.
Now, I know as it's been a while for the Dragons to have thrown the ball a lot, but was Austin Weiner, he was the young man last year who got injured in that first game. Is that correct?
It was actually the second game of the season against Pequot. An unfortunate injury for Austin, and he has come back as excited as I ever could have imagined to be a part of our team again.
And how hard is that for a guy who plays the quarterback position to come back with that confidence, knowing that there are chances that he could, still get hit?
Yeah, absolutely. Life is full of those unexpected things, and for him, it was definitely probably weighing in his mind soon after when he had to deal with that. But you know what? In conversation I've had with Austin over the fall here and even over the summer, it's been very rare that he's even brought up the injury. He is as determined as I've ever seen him to go out and compete. And even last night, after watching some more film, he was like, what if we do this next? What if we do this next? It was never what happens if this happens to me again. So he is definitely looking forward to a senior season.
And now, unfortunately, Berger won't be joining us for this interview, but we've talked offensively quite a bit. Defensively, trying to speak for Berger, but what has been some of the things that you have noticed on the defensive side of things with this team?
One thing I've noticed is our physicality, to be honest. Just in some of the scrimmages we've had, whether it was Saturday or against each other, this team seems to have a little bit more swagger to them and wanting to come up and be that big playmaker. where last year we were trying to find guys to do that. It was kind of few and far between sometimes. And this year's team seems to want to come up and hit and explode and make some things happen. I know we're really excited about our secondary being so, I guess, repeat guys. A lot of experience there, a lot of competition. We haven't seen this type of competition in our squad, especially offensively and defensively, but they're having to compete to try to find a spot on the field. Up front is that D-line spot. We're going to go back to that three-front look that you remember playing with, and we're going to see who can fill that void up front. That's probably our biggest question mark right now is who are the front three guys going to be and how often can we rotate them.
You mentioned in the scrimmage, talked about how the passing game might be something that we see a lot more than we ever have with Pine City. But what were some of the other things that you took away from that scrimmage for your team?
I found out that very quickly we thought we had a lot of things perfected and a lot of things that we thought we had squared away, and then you get very exposed in a scrimmage like that. So we've had to shore up some things this week in a very short week, and one of those things is pass protection and making sure we designate certain guys in certain areas so that we get a chance to throw the football. And those are some things that you go into a scrimmage against each other and maybe don't notice as much until someone else gets a chance to go against you. So I just know those are some things offensively we'll be focused on. It's just getting things kind of ironed out and get ready for Thursday.
Looking to this game here tomorrow night, obviously you want to come out with a win, but what are some of the other goals that you want your team to accomplish here tomorrow night? Compete from the very beginning. If you look back to Rapids of last year, they had their first kickoff of the game. We fumbled and gave away the ball right away in that game and gave away a lot of momentum. And if you look at all those games last season, many of those games, even the Hibbing game where we fumbled 5 or 6 times, we are such a momentum-driven team. And when you keep that momentum going in your direction early, the kids seem to respond better. And that was very evident in Saturday's scrimmage when we had some success early. It kind of just kept snowballing from there. And we just hope that we come out on Thursday with the mentality of when things do go wrong, we can bounce back quickly and get things moving back in the right direction for us, whether it's offensively, defensively, or special teams. But one thing we can't do is turn the ball over as much as we did last season against them. They had a blocked punt. They just about blocked 3 others. So it just felt like we were on our heels from beginning all the way until the end last year. And I know turnovers were something that we're trying to take care of earlier last year. But looking at this year, what are some things that players can do or just playing through to make sure they're not giving the ball away, but then defensively trying to take the ball away a little bit more?
Yeah, I think taking care of the football is always one of those things that you stress from day one all the way up until the first game and second game. And just making sure that you take what the defense gives us. And that's one thing we've really stressed to our receivers, our running backs, our quarterback this year is we don't always have to look for the big play. The big play will show up when it needs to. We need to take what defenses give us. And even if it's a quick pass for 5 yards that can turn into 15, and trying to coach that up when these guys see the big throws in the NFL and college football, we just don't have that availability always in high school football. So teaching that, coaching that, stressing that day in and day out, and then defensively wrapping up. We love to hit and then bounce last year. And this year we're trying to get our kids to understand that it doesn't have to be a one-guy tackle. We can get 2, 3, 4 hats on the ball. Now one guy's tackle and the other guy can be looking for that big turnover and look to produce some more turnovers.
Now, you mentioned the shortened week for this week of practice. How nice is it to be able to have that first game at home on a shortened week like this?
Tell you what, going into that game last year, Labor Day weekend on a Friday up in Grand Rapids, you could just tell getting on the bus, the kids weren't super excited about a bus ride up there. They weren't super excited about coming home and fighting traffic. And I don't know if the game even started before we already had some negative vibes about having to travel. Being at home on a Thursday night, game time now scheduled for 5:30 to try to avoid some of that weather. I think the kids are really looking forward to not having to be the guys riding on the bus for over 2 hours. Making them come into our community, hopefully with a lot of people out there. We have a youth football night going on, so we see some youth kids out there. And I think the kids are looking forward to just being in Pine City and having our home fans around.
Coach, that is all that I have for you here today. Anything else you'd like to add?
No, we just appreciate you, Ethan, and all the guys there that help us out and cover us day in and day out. And I know the kids are looking forward to tomorrow, and hopefully we'll find some success throughout the game and come away with a victory.
Well, Coach, thank you so much for joining me. It's greatly appreciated, and we'll talk to you tomorrow night.
We appreciate you guys.
Your journey to smile with your forever starts at Embrace Orthodontics. The team at Embrace is committed to providing world-class care and a remarkable orthodontic experience. Choose between custom Light Force braces or Invisalign clear aligners with locations in Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge, and a plan to fit your budget, whether you have insurance or not. Embrace Orthodontics will make your smile journey comfortable, convenient, and customized just for you. Visit EmbraceMN.com today to find out how to set up your free exam. EmbraceMN.com. Embrace Orthodontics, a smile you will embrace forever.
Getting your vehicle repaired after an accident doesn't have to be stressful. Drop your vehicle at Hones Auto Body and they take care of the stress. From the estimate to easily working with your insurance, Hones will take care of minor dents, collision repair, glass replacement, and mechanical services. iCar and ASE certified technicians will get your vehicle fixed right. For a shop you can trust, for collisions or everyday repairs, bring your vehicle to Hones Auto Body and Glass Mechanical in Mora, or visit online at honesauto.com. That's HOHNS auto.com.
Back here on WCMP 106.5 FM, AM 1350, WCMPradio.com. Getting set for this evening's game between the Pine City Dragons and the Grand Rapids Thunderhawks. So again, I want to thank Coach Fort, one of the co-head coaches of the Pine City Dragons, for doing that interview with me. Of course, Andrew Berger was feeling a little under the weather at the time of that interview, so he rested, and him and I are planning to get together and do an interview here sooner rather than later. Next week, I believe. So we'll get his side of things. On the defensive side, of course, offense is Nate Fort, defense is Andrew Berger. But I'm Ethan Game Day Gilman. I'll be bringing you all the action here tonight, as over again on 100.9 FM. Joshua Miron, your morning show host on 100.9 FM. He's getting ready to call that game up in Hinckley between the Hinckley Finlayson Jaguars and the East Central Eagles. That one just about underway out there as well, as they're getting ready for a 7 p.m. kickoff time as well. And then, as I mentioned before, over on 95.5 FM, KBEK, Andy Beckstrom will have that call of, the Mora Mustangs hosting the Duluth-Denfeld Hunters over there. Taking a look at these two teams from last year, Pine City did not win a game, but you heard with Coach Ford, he said it might have been the most fun he has had as a coach. That team, those seniors, just kept him on his feet, kept him excited, and kept him involved, which I think is great, talking about your seniors. They have a big senior class again this year of 17 seniors this year, an outstanding number, and they're looking to lead this team as the seniors usually do on a team, and they've got 17 of them. Plus, this offense going to look a little bit different than we're used to seeing for Pine City. I know Pine City, when you hear the name for the high school Pine City, you think run. You think smash mouth football, 3 yards and a cloud of dust. This year, it's going to look a little bit different. Taking a look at Grand Rapids, last year they finished at 500 at 5-5, losing to state entrant and falling in the semifinals, North Branch. So for Grand Rapids, they've got a ton of seniors, though, coming back from last year's squad, and they're looking to just explode on what they had done last year. Of course, they played North Branch twice and lost to them, but they did beat Pine City last year up in Grand Rapids 47-0, as we're just about set for our national anthem here in Pine City at Saunders Field. And with that, we're going to get ready for our next break, but taking a look at Grand Rapids, yes, they fell in their second game of the playoffs to North Branch. So Pine City and Pine City, Grand Rapids going at it again this year here at Saunders Field. We're going to get set for national anthem and our Kettle River Pizza kickoff here in just a moment. That'll be coming up after the break. But before that, we are going to get our national anthem. So first we're going to take a commercial break, hear word from our fine sponsors, and when we return, we'll be ready for our Kettle River Pizza kickoff. But first, a word from our fine sponsors here on WCMP.
Dale's Heating and Appliance, your local heating and appliance expert, is committed to making your family's comfort their top priority. And now you can add water softeners to their list of expertise. Dale's now offers water softener sales or rentals along with installation, service, and salt delivery. So if your home needs quality water, make the call to your already trusted experts at Dale's, or just visit dalesheatingandappliance.com. dalesheatingandappliance.com.
Joe and the gang at Roddy Motors have your next pre-owned vehicle. Vehicles of all makes and models, and vehicles priced to move. Roddy Motors in Mora can also get you financed on site. Or, if you've got a vehicle to sell, Roddy offers consignment too. Yep, they'll help you sell your quality pre-owned vehicle. The 2-time winner of the Reader's Choice Best Dealer in Kanabec County. That's what you call a repeat champ. When you need a quality vehicle, make your way to Roddy Motors in Mora or RoddyMotors.com. RODDY Motors.com.
Hey there, Matt Winsan, CEO of Burnett Dairy Cooperatives. Everybody knows that there are great places to play in Northwest Wisconsin, but did you know there are great places to work too? At Burnett Dairy Cooperative, we employ our local communities within 5 counties from our Grantsburg location. We offer competitive wages, 401k, profit sharing, and great benefits, and you will have the opportunity to grow within our herd. Lots of opportunities to grow. Come be a part of our herd. Visit BurnettDairy.com, click on the Careers tab.
Kettle River Pizza, the handcrafted pizza made locally in Ash Cove, Minnesota. Always the highest quality ingredients. Pizza that is consistently great tasting. A true crowd pleaser. 16 varieties to choose from. Enjoy the classics like pepperoni, pepperoni sausage and supreme, to the unique tastes of hot Hawaiian, taco, buffalo chicken, and chicken Alfredo. Pick some up at your local grocer, tavern, or convenience store. Handcrafted Kettle River Pizza. Moms and basketball players approved.
Back here on WCMP, getting set for our Kettle River Pizza kickoff. Kettle River Pizza coming up here in just a moment. Thanks so much to Kettle River Pizza for sponsoring our kickoff here. That'll be coming up after our starting lineups. But again, the Dragons looking for a little bit of a turnaround from last year, as last year did not win a game, and they're looking for a little bit of something different this year, last year as well, along with not winning a game. They only scored 3 times last year, once against Duluth-Denfeld and twice against Proctor. But that was it. They lost every game and, again, only scored once in their games last year. They're looking for a little bit different look on offense and defensively. But it will be Grand Rapids getting set to kick the ball away to begin our game. I believe that is number 60 who will be kicking off. That's Aiden Lofstrom, if that's the correct number that I'm looking at. Of course, the returning for the Dragons is going to be Hall, McKellar, and Peets. Back there deep. And here we go. We are underway, and there's the boot. That's going to be a good one. Deep down to the left side of the field. He's going to cut back to the right, and he's going to be taken down, and a fumble. And did he get possession of it? No. So number 96 of Grand Rapids did not hold on to possession. And it was Darian Hall returning that one, but he fumbled. But luckily, Grand Rapids did not get a hold of it before going out of bounds. So Pine City will take over with their first possession of the game. Ball spotted at about the 22-yard line. 22-yard line is where the Dragons will start on offense. And new look offense this year with Austin Wiener under center. Receivers out there, 4 of them. 1 running back behind the starting quarterback, Austin Wiener. Wiener takes the snap, and it's a fumbled snap. The ball got left there, and this might be Grand Rapids' ball. Well, then the ball came out once again, and it looks like Pine City's going to hold on to it. So it will be Pine City's ball at the second fumble in as many plays. And on the loss, it's a loss of 2. I think that was Evan Denz on the carry. And now checking in is Kevin McKellar. He comes in for Aiden Austinson. So 2nd down and 12 for Pine City. Austinson sends a man in motion left to right, and now we got a flag down, and we're going to get a false start call here on Pine City. Or illegal shift, one of the two. So now with that 5-yard penalty, it'll be 2nd down and 17 for Pine City. First drive in the soaking wet here. 11:20 on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Pine City backed up because of the penalty. 3 receivers right, 1 left. Den's in the backfield behind Austinson. He'll send a man in motion right to left. They're going to give the ball to Dens off the left side of the line, and he is taken down in the backfield. Going nowhere on that one is Dens. Back him up another 2 yards, and it'll be 3rd and long. So now it's 3rd down and long. 2 receivers on each side of the quarterback. Dens behind the quarterback, Wiener in the gun. Under center, Now he is sacked. And that sack there by Oliver Spahn, their quarterback for the Grand Rapids Thunderhawks. And he'll go back all the way behind the 10-yard line. Looks like at about the 5. And that's a loss of a good chunk there, about 7 on that one, and it'll bring up 4th down. And getting set to punt now for the Dragons is going to be number 68, Landon Ganote. He will get set to punt it away. A little bit of confusion in the punt formation for the Dragons as to where to set up. Ganote, near the back of his own end zone, gets this one away. It's a short wobbler towards the 30. It'll be picked up and landed on by the Thunderhawks, number 33. That's Douglas Jefferson, one of their offensive starters. So the Thunderhawks will take off at the 29-yard line of Pine City on their first offensive possession. 9:33 to go here in the first quarter. Their starters. Under center will be Oliver Spahn. Running backs will be Douglas Jesperson, Mason Johnson, and Jake Engeldinger. Receivers will be Eli Churn and Connor Higgins. So Spahn under center. He sends a man in motion, left to right. He's going to toss it out wide to him. That's number 12. He's got some room to run. Makes one man miss, and then taken out hard. Nice hit there by the Dragons. Daniel Milliman. Milliman with the tackle. And Engeldinger, they've got his number a little bit mixed up here. He's wearing number 12, not 37. But he picks up a good chunk of 9 on that carry. And it'll be 2nd down and 1 on the far side of the field for Grand Rapids. One receiver out wide, 2 now out wide are their receivers. Higgins and Churn. Spahn under center, a man in motion again. Up the middle this time to Douglas Jesperson, and he has got a short gain of about 2, but that is enough for the first down. In fact, that's 34. That's Mason Johnson with the gain of 2 and the first. So 2 yards on that one. Get a few subs here for Pine City. Keep that defense fresh early on. First down and 10. Ball just on the inside of the 20-yard line for Grand Rapids. Under 8.5 to go here in the first quarter. A little bit of confusion for the offense for Grand Rapids as Spahn sends a man in motion. Right to left, it'll be a toss out wide here for Jesperson, and he falls forward and manages to pick up maybe a yard for Jesperson. So maybe a yard there It'll be 2nd down and 9 with under 8 minutes to go. First quarter. Pine City, Grand Rapids. Rain has calmed down and, if not, in fact, stopped here in Pine. So that's pretty darn nice, as it was pretty severe earlier. Getting under center. Receiver on each side of the formation for Spawn. Man in motion left to right. He's going to fake to give up the middle. He's going to take it himself on the outside. Makes one. No, gets past one defender. A nice wrap-up tackle there by the Dragons. Rudy Gatsky on the stop, plus another Dragon helped him out. Gain of about 4 there for Spawn. Nice stop by the Dragons. Gatsky and company.
3rd down and 6. Grand Rapids.
So it'll be 3rd down and medium for the Thunderhawks, wearing their all-white uniforms, black helmets. Black letters and numbers outlined in the orange. Spawn sends a man in motion late left of the formation. We'll get 2 backs in the backfield behind Spawn under center. Takes the snap. He's going to give it up the middle, and whoever had it, doesn't matter. Logan Kalecki is in there for the stop on Mason Johnson on 3rd and medium. And that'll be a no gain for Johnson. Logan Kalecki getting in there to make the stop. It'll be 4th down and medium. 4th and about 6-7 here on the loss. That's a great play there by Logan Kalecki, making the stop and bringing up 4th down now for the Thunderhawks. Now, I don't think they'll pull out any field goals here, so they'll go for it on 4th down and medium. 2 receivers left of the formation. They'll get 2 backs in the backfield. I formation here for Grand Rapids. Spawn under center. Takes a snap, toss out left here. He's not nowhere to go! And that is Kevin McKellar on the tackle, and it's a turnover on downs. McKellar with a solo tackle on that one to make the stop, and it's a turnover on downs. Pine City gets the ball back. That's a big play there from Kevin McKellar, as we'll check out the Rush City Auto replay. It's a Rush City Auto replay coming your way. You can see him getting in the backfield, making the stop, and a beautiful wrap-up tackle there by McKellar. Rush City Auto replay, of course, brought to you by Rush City Auto in Pine City, or Rush City, that is. We're in Pine City, but Rush City Auto's in, of course, Rush City. So the Dragons will get the ball back on offense. 3 receivers right, 1 left. We got a new back in the backfield. That's Tucker Johnson. Wiener will take the snap. He'll step back, trying to get away from the tackle of Spawn. Throws it to his lineman. No flag is down. It should be one, but they're not going to throw one. Did they just get away with it? No, now they're going to get the flag. Well, the offensive lineman showed off his hands there. Ashton Stish showing off the hands, but that unfortunately will not count. That will be a flag. That will set the Dragons back. They tried. They almost got away with it, but unfortunately that is going to be a flag on Pine City. It'll be illegal touching or illegal man down. One of the two, it won't matter what the call is. It's a penalty either way. I don't know if the ref may be kind of confused on what to call. Now, Coach Spawn for the Thunderhawks asking if he can decline it and take the down. It seems like that's what he wants to do here. Greg Spawn asking about it. Looks like that's what they'll do. So, catch will technically count because he declined it. So, hey, it's a catch for Ashton Stish. Count it. It's a loss of a good chunk. Now the carry for Tucker Johnson off the left side of the line. Lowers the shoulder, but he's stopped. And now is the ball on the ground? Ball came out, must came out late because it looks like the ref on the far side saying he was down. So that ball going to be slippery all night long, ladies and gentlemen. We had a bunch of storms come through the area. Tornadoes even touched down in and around the area. It's maybe gained 1 there for Tucker Johnson. Even though it's going to be 3rd and long. Creeping up on 5 minutes to go here in quarter number 1. Kalecki will check out, and coming in for him is Daniel Milliman. Two receivers each side of the formation. Tucker Johnson behind, Wiener under center. Sends a man in motion right to left. Takes a snap, gives it off there to Milliman. And Milliman maybe gets a yard, if anything. So with that, it'll be 4th down and long for the Dragons. Looks like they'll punt it away once again. It's going to be landing a note back to punt it away. .4:10 to go. No, with the punt. That one nearly got blocked, but he does get it away. One of the returners back there, and he is tripped up. Nice job there by the defender. Yeah, he was definitely down by contact. And I believe that might have been Evan Denz possibly on that one. Tripped him up. I think it was. Yeah, it was Evan Denz. Nice job. Nice ankle grab there to keep him from going too far. That's a good stop. He may not have got a lot on him, but he got him enough to trip him up and prevent a big return by Grand Rapids. And, hey, that's all you can ask for sometimes. So Grand Rapids now has the ball again at the Dragons' 39-yard line on their second possession of the evening. Spahn under center, two receivers out wide left. Man in motion right to left. He's going to give it up the middle here to Mason Johnson. Johnson near the 35 before he's stopped by a host of Dragons. They'll spot him at the 36. It'll be a gain of 3 for Mason Johnson. So the Dragons' defense so far in this first quarter in 2 drives, or 1.5 at this point, done a really good job. Grand Rapids brings back nearly everybody from last year. Only graduated 5 from their team last year, and that's a very senior-led team for the Thunderhawks as they break and get up to the line. Two receivers wide left again. Man in motion. Right to left, and again up the middle to Mason Johnson. Gets maybe a 2 on the carry. It'll be 3rd down and 5. Good tackles up front there by the Dragons. These linebackers are, give credit to this linebacking core early on. They're doing a good job of flying up, noticing where the hole is opening up, and getting up there quickly and making a stop. And the D linemen are also doing a good job of plugging up those holes early so that these running backs can't get a full head of steam and make a man miss. Two receivers out left or right this time. Man in motion, right to left. They'll give it again to Mason Johnson. This time he'll pitch it out to, I cannot see the number, it's so muddy. That's going to be Douglas Jesperson. And he is out at the 20. It's a gain of 14 and a 1st down. So Jesperson with the 14-yard carry, and I apologize, ladies and gentlemen, I'm by myself, so running camera might be a little bit behind. I apologize, and now clock will stop. 2:24 to go, and now we'll run on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Embrace Orthodontics, custom light force braces or Invisalign clear liners. 3 locations, Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge. Find out more at embracemn.com. First down and 10 now for the Thunderhawks of Grand Rapids. Spahn sends a man in motion. He's going to step back to throw. He's looking. He's got a man, but that is well out in front, and he's not even close. That is incomplete from Spahn. So the first throw of the night for Oliver Spahn is incomplete. It'll be 2nd down and 10. That will stop the clock. Just under 2 minutes to go in quarter number 1. Again, defense for Pine City. That's the biggest chunk play they've given up of 14 yards on the previous play from Jesperson. Other than that, they've done a really good job limiting this offense on their runs. One receiver each side of the formation for Spahn under center. Man in motion left to right, takes a snap. He's going to look, maybe the option here. Jumps over a tackle, and now we got a flag down. Spins off another before he's finally taken down by Kevin McKellar But now we do have a flag in the backfield, and that usually means holding, and that will push them back. So that first down run from Spahn will go backwards. It'll be a holding call of 10 yards, and that will set the Thunderhawks back. Their first penalty of the evening. That flag thrown at about the 22-yard line. And they'll back them up. It all depends on where the holding occurred. So it occurred at about the 20. So they'll back it up to the 30-yard line. It's second down and a country mile. Under 1:40 to go here, first quarter. Spahn will get the call from the sideline and make his way over. That's a long way to go to get a call back in. So Spahn ready. And he breaks the huddle. Receiver on each side of the formation for the Thunderhawks. Spahn under center. Motion left-right. Takes a snap. Toss out wide to the right here. That's Engeldinger. And Engeldinger gets it up to the 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 5 for Engeldinger. So now the Dragons set up in a good spot here. 3rd and 15 for the Thunderhawks, under a minute to go. Austinson gets a break, as does Caleb Hogberg coming to the sideline. So 3rd and 15. Receiver on each side of the formation here for Spahn. Spahn under center. Motion, right, left. And we're going to get a false start here, I believe. On the Thunderhawks, we will. So set them back to the 3rd and 20 now with 22 seconds to go. Fans still kind of trickling in for Pine City. Of course, again, that severe weather that we had kind of pushed everybody away for a little bit. But we now are here with a 7 o'clock kickoff. We're not quite out of the first quarter. 15 seconds to go. Again, Thunderhawks line up. Receiver on each side of the formation. Spahn under center. Spahn takes a snap. It'll be the option. He'll look. He'll toss it out wide. And he runs into his own man, and he's going backwards. We got a flag down. This could be holding possibly again. That could be holding, and the defender got through it once again. These defenders for Pine City want to hit tonight. So that on the carry that time, it was Ethan Morgan. Tucker Johnson made the stop, and now, another holding call for the Thunderhawks. It'll be declined because Pine City is going to take the 4th down. I mean, they back them up to the 34, 35-yard line. That's a big tackle for loss there. That's a play and a half for Pine City. I mean, that's a great tackle there by that young man. And we are at the end of quarter number 1. The Dragons and Thunderhawks tied at 0 here on our Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Embrace Orthodontics, their board-certified orthodontists, are committed to providing world-class orthodontic care in a friendly and comfortable atmosphere. Start today at EmbraceMN.com. Back after word from our fine sponsors for quarter number 2 here on WCMP.
Resetting your password, unsubscribing from emails, printing anything. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an Auto Owners Insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your business doesn't have to be one of them, so you can get back to more important things, like learning how that printer works. That's simple human sense.
Contact your local auto owner's agency, Pine Insurance Agency, at pineagency.us today.
Hey there, neighbors. Matt Winsan, CEO of Burnett Dairy. Farmers are the people that wake up before the sun, who battle the elements, and tend to their crops and herds with a passion that runs deep in their veins. At this time, I would personally like to thank the farmers. From all of us at Burnett Dairy Cooperative to all of our incredible farmers, thank you. Burnett Dairy Cooperative. Real farms, real flavor.
Back here on WCMP, Grand Rapids going to go for it. They're just going to dump it off on a short screen. He's got room to run, but he is wrapped up nicely, and that'll be a stop on 4th down. And that is that Denz again? It is. Evan Denz, another tackle there. Evan Denz with a beautiful tackle to stop the Thunderhawks from getting the first down. But that was a few anxious moments there for Pine City as they get to the 18. Gain of 17 there for number 27 of the Thunderhawks. That was Jamison Duell. So a great stop there for Pine City, and now they get the ball back. Ball spotted on their own 18-yard line. This will be their third possession here of the game. And the Dragons break the huddle. 2 receivers, now 3 receivers right, 1 left. I believe that's Tucker Johnson in the backfield behind Wiener. Now moving inside, that's Milliman. Wiener will take the snap. He'll roll out to his right. He's looking, got a man downfield, and got him spun around a little bit. That's going to be incomplete. The intended receiver there, Derek Kinn. That's incomplete. That one just a tad off the mark. Timing just a little bit off on that one. So it's incomplete. That'll make it second down. And Pine City again, we're going to see them, according to head coach Nate Ford, we'll see them pass a lot more than we usually have. And I know a lot of people may be excited for that. So incomplete there. It'll be second down and 10 on their own 18. 3 receivers left, 1 right. Johnson in the backfield behind Wiener. Wiener will take the snap, and yeah, it's going to be a false start on Pine City here. That should back him up 5. So second and 15. And right now, neither offense can seem to get going. The Thunderhawks have gotten a few chunk plays. And that's pretty much it so far for the game for either side. Pine City now 3 penalties. 1 was declined by the Thunderhawks. Dragons will come out. 2 receivers left, 2 on the right. Johnson in the backfield. Wiener sends a man in motion left to right. And now another flag. Another false start. 2 false starts here for Pine City in a row will back them up another 5 yards and make it second and 20. So second and 20 now for Pine City. So second and long after the 2 false start penalties for Pine City, 11:44 to go on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Wiener and company come out. 2 receivers each side. Johnson in the backfield. Wiener takes the snap, fumbled snap, and this time the Thunderhawks may have got it. And in fact, they did. And that could be the big shift in this game that both sides were looking for. Now the Thunderhawks will take back over on offense, unfortunately, and for Pine City, it's exactly what they didn't need here. They were feeling pretty good, but with something like that, that could really take away a ton of momentum. We'll see if that affects them at all, if this defense can bail them out here, as the Thunderhawks will have it on the Pine City 5-yard line. So it's first down and goal. 2 receivers left. Spahn under center. Spahn man in motion. Oh, there's definitely a false start there. That one's going to be on number 11. He was leaning. That's Noah Kinkle. So Noah Kinkle there on the right side of the formation was starting to lean and got a little bit of a head start there on that play. And that will set the Thunderhawks back 5 yards. It'll be first down and goal from the 10. So here comes Spawn for the Thunderhawks into the huddle. And they get the play called. Receiver each side of the formation for Spawn under center. Man in motion. He'll give it up the middle to Johnson. And Johnson off the left side. Taken down at about the 4-yard gain. Another tackle for Evan Dens. So just under 11 and a half minutes to go here. Pine City's defense trying to make a big stop here. Get the ball back to their offense. Receiver each side for Oliver Spawn. Under center. Man in motion left, right. Up the middle again to Johnson. He breaks off of one, breaks off another, and he's into the end zone for a 6-yard touchdown. And the Thunderhawks get on the board first. In that Roddy Motors red zone. Yeah. Can't forget that, inside the 20, that's the red zone, but that is the Roddy Motors red zone in which they converted. Roddy Motors in Mora is a veteran-owned business. Joe Rademacher is a United States Marine. When you need a pre-owned vehicle, he'll get you squared away. So the Thunderhawks on the board first. A 6-yard rushing touchdown. They'll go and line up for 2. Spawn. He'll option. He's got some room. Fakes the give, and he is sure. Ooh, he might have gotten in. He did. I don't know. His knees look like they may have been down before that ball crossed. Well, they're going to say no. Unfortunately, I'm not zoomed in close enough for a replay on that one, but it'll be 8-0 Grand Rapids after that score. We'll take a 30-second break here on WCMP.
Oh, no.
Oh, man.
Don't worry, Hones can fix you up. Hones Auto Body and Glass has 43 years of experience repairing vehicles from accidents and damage due to hail. In fact, they've got a huge state-of-the-art facility in Mora, are I-CAR and ASC certified, and certified in aluminum repair and welding. Plus, Hones is recommended by many insurance companies. Hones Auto Body and Glass in Mora. Hones, they'll fix you up right.
Back here on WCMP, the Dragons give up the first score of the game after the turnover on the fumbled snap. The Dragons trail 8-0 on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. 10:49 to go on the Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard here in the first half. Embrace Orthodontics is how you say it. They'll leave you with a smile you'll embrace forever. You can find out more at embracemn.com. So again, Andy Beckstrom over there in Mora. And the Kettle River Pizza kickoff is away, and the Dragons will look, and it'll be picked up by A.J. Austinson at the 25. Makes a man miss, gets up past the 30. He's got some room to the 35, and then he's wrapped up quickly just short of the 40. Nice shot there by A.J. Austinson on the return, breaking off with one tackle, picking up about 7 extra yards. Austinson with the return. And the Dragons take over at their own 38. So good return there for Austinson. And the Dragons take over. Up there in Hinckley, the Jaguars lead over the Eagles 6-0 after 1. And the Dragons get set here. First down. In the second quarter. Wiener under center. 3 receivers right. 1 left. Wiener takes the snap. He'll give it off to Logan Kalecki off the right side of the line. I get confused sometimes, ladies and gentlemen. I should probably go back to first grade and learn left from right. Kalecki takes it for about a yard. Yeah, they're going to give him more like a yard and a half. But But a yard there for Logan Kalecki. It'll be second down and 9. As checking in is Kevin McKellar for Derek Kinn. Dragons break the huddle. 2 receivers on each side of the formation. Wiener under center with Kalecki back there in the backfield. Wiener looks, sends a man in motion right to left. It's going to be a give again to Kalecki. Kalecki makes a man miss. He's up towards the 40, past the 40 to about the 40. They'll give him the 41. And it will be a gain of 2 for Evan Denz. Gain of 2. It'll be third down and about 7. Get a change here, or get the play call in for Austin Wiener. So third down and medium for the Dragons. The hand is up of the back referee. They're going to have to hurry here to get this play off. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and oh. Did we get a timeout call here by Pine City? We did. Timeout, Pine City. So the Dragons take the timeout with that play clock winding down. They'll take a timeout and take a moment to talk about how they want to convert this third down play. Well, with a moment, we'll take a quick 30-second break here on WCMP. You're listening to High School Football on 106.5 FM, AM 1350.
Whoa! They've got what you need at the Pine City Freeway Holiday Station Store. Right now, the Pine City Holiday Station Store off 35 has got savings like Doritos and Lay's Mix and Match, buy one, get one half off. Jack Link's Beef Jerky Variety, 2 for $10. Starbucks Pink in Paradise, buy one, get one free. Any Dr. Pepper, 3 for $5. Red Bull 12 ounce, buy 2, get 1 free. Open 24/7, 365. They've got what you need at the Freeway Holiday Station Store in Pine City.
Back here on WCMP, the Dragons out of the timeout, looking to convert this third down and medium. So here we go, out of the timeout. 2 receivers each side of the formation. Wiener under center. Takes the snap, looks right, and it is nearly intercepted. Intended receiver there, A.J. Austinson, nearly intercepted there by Jake Engeldinger. And that one's going to be incomplete. So that'll bring up fourth down and medium here for the Dragons. That's a tough one for Pine City. That was a good route, too, by Austinson, but on that one, he's just going to have to come back to the ball next time, especially when he's got the defender draped all over him. So next time he'll know to come back to the ball. Just want to prevent the defender from even having a chance at getting the pick. Ganote to punt it away. It's a high, wobbly punt, and it's going to be taken in back at the 43-yard line, and he's going to be escorted out of bounds at about the 47. So that's where Grand Rapids will take over with their fourth possession of the evening. The Dragons defense will look for another stop. This is the worst starting field position for Grand Rapids on the evening. So the Rapids offense comes out at their own 47. Again, worst field position of the night. 2 receivers each side, man in motion left to right. Give up the middle to Johnson. Mason Johnson has some room to run, gets hit at the 50, plows his way forward as he's down at the other 47-yard line. It's a gain of 6. Mason Johnson, a 6-yard carry on first, will make it second down and 4 with under 8.5 to go now on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Second down and 4. Thunderhawks to the line. Seaver on the right side of the formation, man in motion. right to left. It's a give up the middle to Johnson again. Breaks off of one tackle near the 35 up to the 30 and dragging defenders down to that 30-yard line. It's a gain of 12 for Mason Johnson. It'll be first down and 10. Well, let's hold on here. There's a flag down. A late flag, and that's in the area of possibly a face mask or something. We'll have to wait and see. So not sure. They're having a conversation out there as to what the call is. It'll be offsetting fouls here on both sides. It'll be first down anyways. So each side gets a offsetting. Personal foul there. And the first down will count. So it'll be first down and 10 from the Dragons' 30-yard line. Again, ladies and gentlemen, I apologize. Game one, always going to be a little bit of confusion. 8-0 Thunderhawks with the lead over your Pine City Dragons. Man in motion, and they'll give it up again to Mason Johnson. He's out to the outside, breaks the corner, and then, a high tackle, but, I mean, he brought him down. I mean, you don't want to see that again, but at least he made the tackle, and that time, that was that James Noreen? Or Owen Severson? Can't see the jersey. We gain a 5 there for Mason Johnson on first down. Man in motion, right, left. We'll give to Mason Johnson again. It's a late give, and he's wrapped up and taken down. First there to him is Tucker Johnson. Tucker Johnson with a tackle. Mason Johnson, he'll pick up maybe 2. That'll be 3rd and 3 for the Thunderhawks. Again, ladies and gentlemen, by myself here this evening, so running the camera a little bit different. Promise I'll try and improve. 3rd down and short for the Thunderhawks. Receiver out wide left. Man in motion left, right. They wanted to give it up the middle, and he fell, and the ball is out, but he got back on top of it, back at the 30. On the carry that time is number 96, and that on the carry is Samuel Arlt. Arlt. That's going to be, a loss of about 7. So 4th down, and back to the original line of scrimmage. We will get a timeout here by Pine City. So they're going to discuss what they want to do on this 4th down and long. 6 minutes to go before halftime on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard here in Pine City. And on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard for Pine City, your customized smile journey starts with a free consultation. The team at Embrace wants to make your journey as seamless and convenient as possible with custom Light Force braces or Invisalign clear aligners. 3rd, well, you know what, we'll keep it here. We're a little late on the commercial break, so we'll keep it here. Coming up in about, 6 minutes away, we'll have our Hones halftime. Hones Auto Body and Glass in Mora. That'll be coming up in 6 minutes. Here in Pine, the Dragons trail the Thunderhawks 8-0. Here in Pine City. Yeah, a little bit of craziness here before the game. We were originally started for a 5 o'clock start. A little bit of severe weather came through. We had reports of tornadoes in Confirmed and Rush, North Branch, and Cambridge, and we had some severe weather come through here. It wasn't too bad here, thankfully. But with the lightning and everything, we had to be delayed. But it was originally, and then it got back to its original start time of 7 o'clock. So 7 o'clock kickoff. Not bad. 4th down and 10. Dragon fans continue to pile in after that nasty weather. Let Oliver Spahn and company come out, receiver on each side of the formation. Man in motion, right, left. And we get a false start. That'll back him up 5 more yards. getting a little chippy out there as each 71 got into it with each other. That's Caden Wiener of Pine City and Jackson Jolicoeur of Grand Rapids got into it a little bit with each other. So that'll back them up 5, make it 4th down and 15 for Grand Rapids. And the Dragons have a prime opportunity here to stop the Rapids offense again and even get some decent starting field position. 8-0. Here we go. Same formation as they tried on the previous play before it was cut short due to the false start. Spahn under center. Man motion right left. It'll be an option again. He's being chased by Dens. He missed him, and he's got some room to run to the outside. That's going to be a first down. We got a flag down, though, and that could bring it all the way back. He's going to score, but that flag will probably bring it all the way back. It's holding, and the Dragons catch a massive, and I mean massive, break. So the Dragons allowed a touchdown on 4th and 15 with a holding penalty. That'll come all the way back, and the Dragons catch a break on 4th down. Holding on the Thunderhawks, and depending on, it looks like, where did that one go? At about the 25-ish, so that'll back it up to the 35, yeah. So right back to where we were. 4th and 15 again. Dragons just didn't have contained that time on Oliver Spahn, allowed a 35-yard rushing touchdown on 4th down. This time, they'll look to have contained on the outsides, and the angles on those tackles there need to be just a little bit better. So 4th and 15 once again. Man in motion left, right. It'll be a pass this time for Spahn. Spahn will look. He's floating it open, and it is incomplete. A.J. Austinson is there to break it up. Great play there by Austinson. Now, if there's at all a critique that the coaches will have, it's, hey, look for that ball. That's a pick. He could have had a pick there, but he still did a good job knocking that ball away. But I'm sure the coaches will tell him, hey, next time, grab that pick, grab that ball, go the other way. Still a stop on 4th down once again for Pine City. They'll get the ball back, and this ball will be spotted at their own 35-yard line with 5:42 to go on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard here before halftime. Dragons break the huddle. And they will have 2 receivers each side of the formation. It'll be a gun look here for Austin Wiener, more of a pistol. He takes the snap, drops back, he looks, gonna lob it up. Oh, that comes up a little bit short, but it's caught! Evan Dens down the sideline, 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, and he's wrapped up just inside the 20. Evan Dens with the big catch and run from the 35. Let's see where they spot him inside the 20 at about the 15. That's a 50-yard play there for the Dragons. 50 yards on the completion. Wow, what a play. Evan Dens. Good job adjusting to that one. And a good throw by Austin Wiener to throw him open. Now we'll get a... Now another timeout here for Pine City, and if I am remembering correctly, that will be their last. So unfortunately, after the big play, you have to call a timeout. That's less than ideal for Pine City, but you get the big play nonetheless, and you're happy with that. 50 yards from one side to the other from Austin Wiener to Evan Dens. Dens did a great job, of making the adjustment on that throw. That throw was just a little bit short from Wiener, but Dens did a great job of adjusting and not throwing the hands up too early to allow the defender to knock that one away. No, he let that one basically fall right into his breadbasket, not throwing up the hands. Kind of Randy Moss did a little bit, where Moss, he would not throw up those hands till late, and that's kind of what Dens did there. Didn't throw the hands up till late, made the catch, and sprinted down the field. He was just tackled by a defender from Grand Rapids, but that's a chunk play that we didn't really see a lot from Pine City last year. And they're looking for a few more of those with this passing game. And, You can't ask for much better than 50 yards. I'm sure they'll go back to the pass after a nice play like that. That's a big play there for Pine City. So 2 receivers each side. The give is to Dens, but he is wrapped up in the backfield. And in fact, it'll be a loss of nearly 5. No, they'll actually spot him right at the line of scrimmage. Are they backed up to the 20? Lost 2. So Dens lost a 2 there. And that'll make it 2nd and long. They'll have 3 receivers left. 2 right for Wiener. Dens behind him. Now we got a... And now... Not real sure. They're backing him up 5 to the 25. Not real sure of the penalty there. It's either way, it's a 5-yard penalty. So the Dragons, get the big play there and then have shot themselves in the foot with this penalty. The penalties have been, for both teams, honestly, been shooting themselves in the foot with these penalties. So the Dragons, they can't allow that 50-yard play to be erased because of some mistakes. This throw, Austinson, nice grab. That is a nice play by A.J. Austinson coming up and making it a 6-yard grab. A.J. Austinson, that's a big play from A.J. That is a big, and like I mentioned last time, he came back to that ball. I talked about it the last time when they went for it on 4th and it was nearly picked. He came back to the ball, and that is exactly what the coaches look for. That's a good play by A.J. Austinson, not allowing the defender to get anywhere near that ball. He'll be a little bit shorter than we thought. It'll be more of a 5-yard catch than anything. Again, lined up in the shotgun, 2 receivers each side. Wiener takes a snap, looks, lobs it, and almost coming back to make the catch. That time, I believe that's... Milliman? Is that Milliman? It is Milliman. Nearly caught. And that'll fall incomplete. So now 4th down from about the 20. And again, passing game. Something we don't see a lot from Pine City, but we're seeing it here tonight. 4th down and long, 3:40 to go in the first half. Pine City trails Grand Rapids 8-0. Want to see a conversion here, but I think more than anything, just don't turn it over. Wiener in the gun, 2 receivers each side, takes a snap. It's a high snap. He's looking to the left. He'll put it up there. And it went through the hands of the intended receiver. That was number 13, Derek Kinn. That's incomplete. And that will turn the ball over. Now, he would have been short of the line to gain anyways, but still, I'd like to see them hold on to those. But the ball is slippery. So that will be a turnover on downs for Pine City. So unfortunately for them, that 50-yard play will really not mean anything in the grand scheme of things because they will not be able to convert. It's really more or less of shooting themselves in the foot there after that big 50-yard play, unfortunately, because of the fact they had a few penalties and a few losses on the play. But again, great catch by A.J. Austinson. I want to mention that because he came back to the ball. That one easily could have been picked off had he not come back to the ball. Spahn and company of the Thunderhawks will come back out under the center, man in motion left to right. He'll give it up to Mason Johnson. He's got some room to run, makes a defender miss to the 35-40, 45, and to the 50 where he's wrapped up and taken down. They'll spot him actually at the 49, so a gain of, now the 48. So a gain of 29 there for Mason Johnson. Big run there for Grand Rapids, and that clock will roll under 3.5 to go. That's another chunk play for Grand Rapids. Last time we've seen them get a chunk play like that. They got a big touchdown off that drive. So after the run, it's 1st down and 10 from the 49 for Grand Rapids. Motion, left, right. give up the middle again to Mason Johnson. He is wrapped up in the backfield. A loss of 1 there. And in on the stop, Tucker Johnson. Tucker Johnson. That'll be a loss. 2, in fact. They'll spot him a little bit further than I thought. So 2nd and 12. 2.5 minutes to go on that Embrace Orthodontic scoreboard here in the first half. And coming up at halftime is the halftime brought to you by Holmes Auto Body and Glass in Mora. Second and long. Under 2.5 minutes to go here. Receiver on each side of the formation for Oliver Spahn. Man in motion right, left. Give again to Mason Johnson. This time he's got room and he falls forward. In fact, that's number 30 or 96. No, 45. Well, they're changing it up here. 45. He gets to the other 48-yard line. 5 on the carry that time for Sam Dick. So 3rd down and 7 now for the Thunderhawks. Creeping up on 1.5 minutes to go. Can the Dragons make a stop, get the ball back, try and get a chunk play again and score before half? We'll have to wait and see, but they first need a stop. Receiver each side of the formation for the Thunderhawks. Spahn under center. Man in motion, left, right. Takes a snap. It'll be an option again. This time Kalecki's got contained. He pushes it out here to the running back. Makes a man miss at the 40. Falls forward to about the 35. That's Engeldinger, who takes it to the 36-yard line. 12 yards on the play. So it's 1st down and 10 now for the Thunderhawks. Again, I apologize about the camera because I'm lone man today, so I apologize. That clock is now ticking under 1 minute to go here in the first half. Dragons just trying now to hold the Thunderhawks from scoring. You got a man out wide left and a man right for Grand Rapids. Motion is right left. They'll give up the middle again, and he is taken down near the 30. That's Sam Dick on the carry. He'll get to the 31. It's a gain of 5.
Tackled by Letourneau.
Philip Letourneau on the stop. Gain of 5. 2nd and 5, excuse me. That clock now will stop at 47 seconds.
Ball's at the 35-yard line now. Ball's at the 41-yard line now.
All right, we got a timeout now. Timeout will be called. 47 seconds to go here in the first half. Dragons trail 8-0 on the Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Ball is back at the 41. Possible penalty we missed. If that's the case, it would have been a holding call. So coming up at EmbraceMN.com. So it's 1st and 15. We did, I think, miss a penalty there. Each side for the Thunderhawks. Spahn takes a snap. He's looking left. It'll be a screen, and he's got some room to run, a ton of room to run. Ossenson, nice job wrapping him up and taking him down inside the 30. So Ossenson, although inside the 30 to the 27.
Goes for about a 13-yard gain. Tackled by Ossenson. Timeout.
It's a good stop there. And that time the grab by Jameson Duell. Another timeout for Grand Rapids. The Dragons again trying just to make a stop here before halftime. Trying to go into half. Only down 8-0. Now, you look at this game compared to last year. Last year we had running time or a good chunk of the game in the second half. This year, much different story. Pine City's defense has stepped up in a big way here tonight, making some big plays. They'll come out again, receivers wide, and I mean wider than even the numbers on each side. Spahn under center. Man in motion, right, left. Fumble on the play. Spahn picks it up. He'll get the 1st down as Kinn wraps him up at the 20. It'll be a gain of 7. Gain of 7 for Oliver Spahn. As Kin made the stop. And third and final timeout, I believe, maybe no timeout for the Thunderhawks. And they'll get to the line. Receivers each side. Thunderhawks are going to be looking for a quick play. Man in motion, right, left. Fumble on the play. Spahn picks it up again, and he's going to be taken down in the backfield. Kin, and that is Caden Wiener. Caden Wiener and Derek Kin combined for the stop. Nice job there by Kin and Caden Wiener to make the combined tackle for loss. That'll back him up a ways, about 7 yards. And Rapids will use their third and final timeout, and I got to imagine they'll take one chuck to the end zone here, and we'll get to halftime. So these defenders for Pine City are going to have to sit back and let Spahn chuck it up and then knock it down. And, hey, maybe can we see a house call? Interception return for a touchdown? Why not? The Thunderhawks and Dragons have each had equal possessions here. 5 in the first half. Still stop before half. Here we go. Receiver wide each side for the Thunderhawks. Spahn will go under center, wiping off the hands, trying to keep him dry. This will definitely be a pass. Spahn, man in motion, left, right. He'll keep it. Rolling out to his left. It'll be a screen again. This one to Sam Dick, and he's wrapped up. Fumble on the play, and he has got it back. So that will end the first half. It's a gain, of about 8 on that one. So it was complete and fumbled. The Dragons only down 8-0 here after half number 1. Definitely got to be feeling good about that, but definitely some things to clean up here at halftime. And it's 8-0 Grand Rapids with the lead on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Embrace Orthodontics. Custom Light Force braces or Invisalign clear aligners with 3 locations in Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge. Embrace Orthodontics. It is time for our Hones Auto Body and Glass halftime. Hones halftime brought to you by Hones Auto Body and Glass in Mora. They'll fix you up right, from minor repairs to windshields and major collisions. Hones has been serving the area for over 44 years. Find them at honesauto.com. Back after a word from our fine sponsors here at the Hones Auto Body and Glass halftime in Pine City. The Dragons trail 8-0.
Some things you just have to chalk up to good genetics. It's genetics that give cattle a competitive edge, and it's Case IH equipment that helps you get the most out of your livestock operation. Case IH has a bloodline with generations of innovation, and whether you're driving a Farmall, Maxim, or Puma, Case IH tractors get the job done. Stop by your local dealer and discover the full range of Case IH tractors and hay tools.
See Baraboo Implement in Rice Lake and St. Croix Falls.
Kettle River Pizza is a proud supporter of sports teams and community organizations. Local groups and teams across the state have had amazing success with Kettle River Pizza fundraising. From sausage and pepperoni to chicken Alfredo or the hot Hawaiian, the cheesy deliciousness practically sells itself. Visit KettleRiverPizza.com to schedule your next fundraiser. It's so easy to get started. Got a pizza craving now? Pick up a Kettle River Pizza at your local grocery store or convenience store today.
A Lennox air source heat pump is a high-efficiency air conditioning unit that can also heat your home or business during the spring and fall. It's more economical than heating with propane. Have Dale's Heating and Appliance install your Lennox air source heat pump. Ask Dale's how you can receive up to $1,000 in rebates for your air source heat pump system. And ductless mini splits also qualify for up to $1,000. Visit dalesheatingandappliance.com. Conditions apply. See dealer for details.
Untangling your headphones, finding the right remote, saying goodbye to your favorite shirt that hasn't fit in 10 years. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with Auto Owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who live in your community and answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like finding a new favorite shirt. That's simple human sense.
Contact your local Auto Owners agency, Pine Insurance Agency, at pineagency.us today.
Rush City Auto invites you to come on in and check out their full lot of quality used vehicles. They They got a car or truck for any size budget. Get your next vehicle from a local dealer with a great reputation. Rush City Auto wants to get you into a vehicle that you will love at a price you can afford. For more information, visit them online at rushcityauto.com and make sure you like Rush City Auto on Facebook to stay up to date with their inventory. Rush City Auto, quality used vehicles. rushcityauto.com.
Now, back to more live local sports action on WCMP.
Sitting at halftime here in Pine City on the Hones Auto Body Halftime Report, brought to you by Hones Auto Body in Mora. Game Day Gilman here. And it is 8-0. Grand Rapids with the lead at halftime. The Thunderhawks lead over your Dragons after a 6-yard rushing touchdown from Mason Johnson. And that was the lone score here in the first half. Each team had 5 possessions in that first half. The one turnover by Pine City on the fumble. But other than that, it was the fumbled snap from Austin Weeder. That ball has been just wet. It is wet out there on the field. But so far so good. This Dragon defense has made a bunch of big plays here this evening and have done a great job of making the stops when they need to. They've allowed a few chunk plays here and there, a couple screens that have went for a couple chunk plays as well. They had 17 from Jameson Doyle twice and an 8-yard catch from Mr. Sam Dick out there. But that's really been it for chunk plays for Grand Rapids, and that's one thing that Pine City against Grand Rapids last year allowed a bunch of. It wasn't so much them not being able to make stops. It's just they couldn't. The chunk plays is what allowed Grand Rapids to get into the red zone and then inside the 10, and Grand Rapids was just automatic from there. But in this game, the Dragon defense has made a ton of stops. Obviously, there are some things that you want to clean up if you're Pine City. There are some things that you want to make look a little bit better, get a little bit better execution on both sides of the ball. But I think right now, if you're Pine City, you're definitely okay with the spot that you're sitting in right now because you're only down 8. You're down 1 touchdown here in this game. You're down 1 score, and all you need is one good drive, one more big chunk play like they had, that 50-yard pass from Austinson to Evan Denz for 50 yards. And unfortunately, again, I think one of the biggest stories of the first half was just Pine City was just shooting themselves in the foot. And they'd have penalties, they'd have this or that. And so it was they made the big plays, but they just couldn't seem to get out of their own way at some points in that first half. And that'll be something they'll talk about for sure here at halftime. We had 8 penalties for Grand Rapids in that first half. Pine City now without theirs. 6 of them in the first half, a combined 14. We had 2 that were declined, so a total of 12. But still, I mean, too many penalties in that first half for both sides. But it is game 1, and both sides are still working out the kinks. But still, you want to see both sides clean up the penalties, and hopefully that'll happen here. We did have one that was offsetting as well, so I guess technically only 10 because the 2 that were offsetting don't really count because they're offsetting. So 14 penalties total. 2 were declined and 2 were offsetting, so a total of 10 as we are halfway through our halftime here in Pine City with the Dragons trailing 8-0 against the Grand Rapids Thunderhawks. Tell you what, we're going to take another commercial break here on the Hones Auto Body and Glass in Mora halftime. On that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard, the Dragons trail 8-0. Embrace Orthodontics, their board-certified orthodontists are committed to providing world-class, that is world-class orthodontic care in a friendly and comfortable atmosphere. You can start today at Embrace MN. We'll be back after word from those fine sponsors. Once again, give them plenty of credit because, well, without them, we wouldn't be able to be out here in Pine City. So we'll take another commercial break here. Word from those fine sponsors on the Hones Auto Body and Glass halftime on WCMP.
Sean here from Burnett Dairy Cooperative. We care about your comfort and safety. Regularly checking your propane gauge is critical, and when it reaches 30%, it's time to give us a call at 715-689-1032 to request a fill. Reliable service from your local cooperative. Burnett Dairy, your trusted propane partner.
If aches and pains are holding you back, Wellia Health is here to assist you. Our sports medicine team is dedicated to getting you back to your passions. With extensive experience and expertise, we specialize in managing concussions, a worry for both young athletes and adults. Whatever the injury, let's get you back in action with an appointment at Wellia Health. Call us today at 320-679-1313 or conveniently schedule through your MyChart account. Visit welliahealth.org for more information.
Kettle River Pizza loves supporting all the local teams. And if your team is interested in fundraising, well, they've got you covered. Kettle River Pizza has years of experience in fundraising for local teams, organizations, and clubs, and they would like to help you too. With their experience and the fact that Kettle River Pizza is an easy sell, your fundraiser is bound to be a great success. Visit Kettle River Pizza online and click on their fundraising tab. Kettle River Pizza, a winner every time. Grab a few at your local convenience or grocery store for after the game.
Embrace Orthodontics offers a unique specialized approach to orthodontic treatment with custom braces or Invisalign. The team at Embrace loves getting to know their patients personally and takes the time to make sure all your questions are answered. Their board-certified orthodontists use only the latest in modern technology to give you the best outcome possible. They work with your insurance company and offer flexible financing options to fit your budget. Call today to set up your free exam and see how Embrace Orthodontics can transform your smile. More online at embracemn.com. That's embracemn.com.
Ditch the shovel and wheelbarrow. A New Holland mini track loader lets you get more work done with ease. It's narrow by design, so you can easily get in and out of tight spots. Versatility is its calling card. The loader powers a wide range of attachments like augers and trenchers. Big operating capacity puts more jobs on your can-do list, making it perfect for residential construction and landscaping. Take a break from back-breaking work with a reliable mini track loader. See one today at Baraboo Implement in St. Croix Falls and Rice Lake.
Whoa! They've got what you need at the Pine City Freeway Holiday Station Store. Right now, the Pine City Holiday Station Store off 35 has got savings like Jack's Pizza, 3 for $12, Red Bull 12 ounce, buy 2, get 1 free, Johnsonville Brats and Dogs, 2 for $4, any size fountain drink up to XL, 79 cents all day. Open 24/7, 365. They've got what you need at the Freeway Holiday Station Store in Pine City.
Loading the kids in the car, brokering peace in the back seat, mastering the snack handoff without even looking. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple, so you can worry about more important things, like figuring out what's growing in that cup holder. That's simple human sense.
Contact your local auto owners agency, Pine Insurance Agency at pineagency.us today.
Now, back to more live local sports action on WCMP.
Game day, Gilmore. We're back here at the Hones Auto Body and Glass halftime here in Pine City. The Dragons trail the Grand Rapids Thunderhawks on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard, 8-0 Embrace Orthodontics. They'll leave you with a smile you'll embrace forever. Find out more at embracemn.com. Going over some first half stats. Each team had 5 possessions there in the first half for a total of 10. 1 turnover there by Pine City. 14 total penalties. 2 were declined and 2 were offsetting, so a total of 10. 169 total yards for the Grand Rapids Thunderhawks in the first half. 123 rushing, 46 yards passing, and the 1 rushing touchdown. Oliver Spahn was 3 for 4, 46 yards. And on the other side, the Dragons, a total of 61 yards. 8 carries for minus 8 yards, 4 of 8 passing, 53 yards. The big 50-yarder to Evan Denz, who has 2 catches for 55 yards on the evening. Dragons did have 2 fumbles in that first half. They lost 1, and that was the turnover. So again, from the first half, both teams really did a good job. But Pine City defense stepped up in a big way in this first half. I mean, they made stops when they needed, some big stops. But again, they also did unfortunately allow some big chunk plays there from the first half as well. So it's, you're hoping for not to allow that to happen. But you know what? Only being down by 8 for Pine City, that is huge with the trunk plays that they unfortunately did allow. As we take a look at the first half stats, looking at some of those chunk plays, a 29-yard run from Mason Johnson, as well as a 14-yard run from Jesperson, a 12-yard run from Engeldinger, and 2 17-yard catches from Jamison Duell. Those were the big chunk plays. So you think about 4, chunk plays, I think, of 15 yards or more. So 3-4 chunk plays, and Pine City's only down by 8. I think that's a big, big positive for Pine City. You think about it. For Pine City, looking at this team last year, I mean, man, it's a big change, not just in this game, but I think the defense as well. They're tenacious, they're getting after it. Not that last year's defense wasn't, but there's definitely a little bit of a different attitude with this defense, and offensively, obviously, changing the scheme offensively. It's more of a single back look with 4 receivers for Pine City this year, something I don't think we've ever seen from Pine City. So there are a ton of positives for the Dragons in this first half of the first game of the season, but obviously still some kinks that they want to work out. And of course, you're not expected to play your best football night 1 anyways. When you want to be playing your best is come the middle of October into the end of October into November. That's when you want to be playing your best and going a ways into the playoffs. The Dragons trail 8-0 elsewhere on that Brace Orthodontic scoreboard. The Jaguars lead over the East Central Eagles up there in Hinckley, 12-0. That is the only update I have for you. Maybe we'll get a few more. Let's see. Rush City leads over Bram at the half, 24-6 right now. So Rush City at halftime in Bram as well, leading 24-6. Of course, last year's Bram team made it to the state tournament. I mean, we have so many good teams in our local listening area. It's so fun. We just have so many good teams. And so much going on. So that will almost wrap us up here. We'll check on the Mora Duluth-Denfeld game. Mora trails Duluth-Denfeld right now. 8-6 looks like Mora just scored. So 8-6 over there in Mora. They trail the Hunters by 2. So that will wrap us up here at the Holmes Auto Body halftime. Holmes Auto Body out of Mora. Serving the area for over 44 years. Find them at HolmesAutoBody.com. Third quarter coming your way here in, 30 seconds. It'll be another Kettle River Pizza kickoff. Kettle River Pizza, great tasting products. How do we make that a little bit bigger? Yeah, get them the love that they deserve. Kettle River, great pizza, by the way. Oh my gosh, now I'm mouth-watering. That sounds great. It is the Kettle River Pizza kickoff for half number 2 coming your way. It'll be Grand Rapids who starts with the ball to begin half number 2. And there's the boot. No with the kick. And it'll be taken in at the 20. Cuts to the left side of the field at the 25. Breaks a tackle at the 30. Up to the 35. And nearly to the 40 before he's wrapped up and taken down. And the Thunderhawks will start at their own 35, just on the other side of the 35-yard line, to begin half number 2. So the Thunderhawks leading now after half 8-0. The Dragons, again, they've got to be feeling good. Obviously things to work on, but still feeling good. Oliver Spahn under center. Man in motion, left-right. Takes it, gives it up the middle off the left side of the line. He's got a bunch of room up to the 45-yard line. And he falls forward to the 46. Is that Mason Johnson? It is Mason Johnson back in. He took a break. It's a gain of about maybe 11. So 11 yards there for Mason Johnson on the first carry of half number 2. Oh, they had two guys going. That should have been a flag. Yeah, there it is. They get it. So they had two guys at once. It'll be illegal motion, illegal shift. So that'll be the first penalty of the second half. Again, they had 8 in that first half. One was declined, one was an offsetting. So that will back them up 5 yards. It'll be first down and 15. And the ball will be spotted at the 41. Man in motion, right, left, up the middle to Mason Johnson. Breaking through a couple tackles, dragging a defender, breaks off another one before he's hit hard. My goodness, Ganote in on the tackle as well as Tucker Johnson. Derek Kinn, maybe? Derek Kinn and Ganote in on the stop. Up to the call here tonight for Grand Rapids. Second down and about 5. Motion right, left, again to Johnson. No, it'll be Spahn, who keeps it himself, squirting out of the tackle, getting to the 35, brought down at the 29. Gain of 19. Gain of 19 by Spahn. It'll be first down and 10 for the Thunderhawks. Ball spot at the Dragons 19, or 29, excuse me, not 19, 29. Not quite it. Man in motion right, give up to Mason Johnson, bounce off of one tackle, breaks off another, and then he's wrapped up inside, no, right at the 25-yard line. It'll be a gain of about 4. Right. Gain of 4 by Mason Johnson. Ashton Moore with the Ashton Moore on the stop for Pine City. It's going to be second down and 5. Spahn man motion left right. Give to Mason Johnson again. He is stopped that time quickly, but he falls forward to the 22, maybe to the 22. So 2 now for the Thunderhawks. Creeping up on 8.5 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Man out wide left for the Thunderhawks. Spahn under center. Left-right motion, right-left, and Spahn will hold on to it. He breaks off of one tackle, gets into a pile, and drives forward to the Dragon 15. It's a gain of about 7 for Oliver Spahn. Evan Denz maybe on the stop. So it'll be first down at the 15-yard line inside that Roddy Motors. Joe Rademacher has a couple of varsity football players and varsity swimmers himself. So when you need a vehicle to cart your team to practices, camps, and games, stop by Roddy Motors and more and find out what you're looking for. First down and 10 at the Dragons 15. Under 8 minutes to go now in the third quarter. Spahn. Oh, they moved early, but they're not going to catch it. It'll be give to Mason Johnson. Ball's on the ground, and the Dragons have it. And that is Dragon ball. It's about a 3-yard carry for Mason Johnson, but a big hit there he took. Jarred the ball loose, and Pine City has it. Milliman knocked it out. A forced fumble there by Daniel Milliman. And the Dragons stop that long drive by Grand Rapids and take over the ball inside their own 15. That is a big, big hit by Daniel Milliman. I mean, he came in with some heat there, knocked the ball loose. Now the Dragons have it. This will be their first possession of half number 2. Wiener in the pistol, 2 receivers each side of the formation. He takes a snap, he looks left. He's going to throw left, and that's going to come up short of the intended receiver, Evan Denz. Maybe even Braxton Peets. So incomplete there. We'll bring up 2nd down and 10. Clock stops with 7:29 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Wiener takes a snap, give up the middle. A carry there is not going to go for much. In fact, he'll lose a yard. And on the carry that time, Evan Denz. Loss of maybe 1. Bring up 3rd down and 11. 7 minutes to go now here in the quarter. That last intended pass was for Peets, by the way, not Denz. Free rusher, and they got it. No, and that time Peets cannot hang on. I think Braxton Peets, the intended receiver there. Or is that Denz? I think Denz was on that side, so maybe Denz, the intended receiver. It was one of those guys, but it's incomplete. And it will bring up a punting situation. Ganote back to punt at his own goal line. Gets this one. It's a roller. And into the arms of Grant Rouse. He dropped it, but he manages to pick it up. Zoom out for you. And he's wrapped up and taken down just inside the Dragon 30-yard line. Tackle there by the young man, Kevin McKellar. Ball 29. Up the middle, Mason Johnson again, wrapped up and then taken down at the 25. That'll be a gain of 4. Short gain of 4. Be a note on the stop.
Second and 6 for the Thunderhawks.
So the Dragons are going to make a stop here. 2nd down and 6. Spahn will take the snaps, an option. He tosses it back. Got nowhere to go. Breaks off of 1, though, up near the 1st down and taken down. Jesperson will gain about 6. 6.5 for Jesperson. Get an injury timeout. And that'll give us time to work through our technical difficulty and take a break and take a look at that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard, which shows the Thunderhawks leading with 5:13 to go here in quarter number 3. Embrace Orthodontics. Your customized smile journey starts with a free consultation. The team at Embrace wants to make your journey as seamless and convenient as possible with custom Life Force braces and Invisalign clear aligners. Find out more at embracemn.com. So we're going to take a commercial break. We'll be back after a word from our fine sponsors.
Your journey to smile with your forever starts at Embrace Orthodontics. The team at Embrace is committed to providing world-class care and a remarkable orthodontic experience. Choose between custom Light Force braces or Invisalign clear aligners with locations in Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge, and a plan to fit your budget, whether you have insurance or not. Embrace Orthodontics will make your smile journey comfortable, convenient, and customized just for you. Visit EmbraceMN.com today to find out how to set up your free exam. EmbraceMN.com. Embrace Orthodontics, a smile you will embrace forever.
Getting your vehicle repaired after an accident doesn't have to.
Back here on WCMP 106.5 FM, AM 1350. The injured Dragon is up and on the sidelines, thankfully, up and under his own power. The Thunderhawks have it, third down and a 1 yard, 5:13 to go. So here we go. 3rd and 1 for the Thunderhawks. Spahn under center, motion right left. A long wait to give to Mason Johnson, and then Spahn himself is wrapped up. That's A.J. Austinson with the tackle all the way back at the 25. It's a loss of 5 there by A.J. Austinson. That's a big stop. He recognized that one right away and made a big stop. And that'll bring up 4th down now for the Thunderhawks. 4th and about 6. Now the Dragons need one more stop here to get the ball back for their offense. Fourth down and 6. Spahn under center for the Thunderhawks. Man in motion right left. Spahn will hold on to it. He'll toss it back here to Jesperson, and he breaks off of one, breaks off another. He falls forward. It has the first down for the Thunderhawks to the, was that the 13? Maybe the 13-yard line, a gain of 12 for Jesperson. So first down now inside the Roddy Motors red zone. When you need a quality pre-owned vehicle, look no further than Roddy Motors in Mora. Shop online at roddyMotors.com. Thunderhawks back inside the red zone. They lead the Dragons 8-0. 3:40 to go. Third quarter. We'll give it to Mason Johnson on the counter. Off the left side, breaks off a tackle going forward, and he's near the goal line. He's not stopped until about the 3. It's a gain of about 9 for Mason Johnson. And that'll make it 2nd and about 1. Dragons trying to make a stop here. Prevent the Thunderhawks from going up by 2 scores. Keep this at an 8-0 deficit. 3 minutes and counting on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard in the third quarter. Thunderhawks definitely lead the time of possession in this game, but give up the middle to Mason Johnson, and he's gang tackled at about the 1. Well, they're going to say he was down. The ball came out late. They're going to say he was down. Gain of about 3 yards for Mason Johnson. It's first down and goal from about the 1. Big hit there again as he was wrapped up by about 3 Dragons, but that ball came out late and they wanted to try and convince the referee that it was out, but looks like we're going to get a timeout here by the Thunderhawks. Their first of half number 2. Only 3 possessions so far in this third quarter. 2 for Grand Rapids, 1 for Pine City. The Thunderhawks have had about, looking at the scoreboard, 8 to 9 minutes. Oh, that would be, about 8.5 minutes of possession here in this third quarter. We only have 2:44 left. So we'll take a quick commercial break. We'll be back after word from our fine sponsors on WCMP.
Getting your vehicle repaired after an accident doesn't have to be stressful. Drop your vehicle at Hones Auto Body and they take care of the stress. From the estimate to easily working with your insurance, Hones will take care of minor dents, collision repair, glass replacement, and mechanical services. iCar and ASE certified technicians will get your vehicle fixed right. For a shop you can trust for collisions or everyday repairs, bring your vehicle to Hones Auto Body and Glass Mechanical in Mora, or visit online at honesauto.com. That's HOHNS auto.com.
Back here on WCMP. Mora trails Duluth-Denfeld after 1 quarter, 16-14. Update there from Andy Beckstrom out at that game. Appreciate him. Appreciate Andy Beckstrom Josh Ramiron and Adam Hefty out at their games. So it's, first and goal from the 1? It would just be a QB sneak and he's in, yeah. Kind of thought that they might do that. So a QB sneak for a touchdown for Grand Rapids. And that will make it a 14-0 score for the Thunderhawks, and they will go for 2. So the Thunderhawks now lead 14-0. And they will line up to go for 2. So here we go. Thunderhawks will have 2 receivers left in the formation. Man in motion right, left. Ball's on the ground. Don't matter. They're going to stop the 2-point conversion. So only 14-0 will be the score after the Dragons stop the 2-point conversion from the Thunderhawks. And the Dragons will get the ball back here on offense shortly after a kick. So the Dragons trail 14-0. Their defense has done a really good job here. But the running game slowly becoming a kind of a factor on the defense as it could be tuckering them out. Dragons got the painted PC on the center field. Dragons in the end zone as well. So we get set for another Kettle River Pizza kickoff. Kettle River Pizza, great tasting products. Man, I gotta stop talking about food. I'm hungry. So the Thunderhawks will get set to boot this one away after the 1-yard rushing touchdown from Oliver Spahn. And here's the boot. Taken in at about the 15, up to the 30. Squeezes through a defender, and he'll be taken down, right at the 30. As he cut it, he squeezed through one defender, but taken down. I think that ball will be actually spotted on the other side of the 30, so maybe the 31. So this will be their second possession of the third quarter. 2:35 left to go on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. They'll do all the insurance heavy lifting for you. And if you don't have insurance, ask about financing options. They'll find a plan to fit your budget at embracemn.com. Dragons have it. The 31. 2 receivers each side of formation. Pistol for Austin Weiner. Weiner takes a snap. He looks. Standing tall in the pocket. He's got a man, and he dropped it. That's a drop there by Daniel Milliman. Oh, incomplete. Milliman pretty frustrated with himself on that one. Understandably so. If he caught that man on the run, he's got some room up the middle of the field, but unfortunately there, that one falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down and 10. Snap for Weiner. He's looking, rolling to his left. He's got some room, and he's going to take off with it at the 35. Is where he's going to be taken down. It'll be a 5-yard gain for Austin Weiner. That'll bring up 3rd down and 5 for the Dragons. 3rd and 5, creeping up on 2 minutes to go here in the third before we reach our 4th and final quarter. Dragons getting the call in the huddle. To the line of scrimmage. 2 receivers each side. Pistol formation for Austin Weiner. Wiener takes the snap, looks, it's a screen to Derek Kinn, and he dropped it. Good looking setup play there for the Dragons, but Derek Kinn dropped the would-be receiver screen. Take a look at that Rush City Auto replay. Rush City Auto and, of course, Rush City. So you can see they come out into the pistol formation, and Wiener will just quickly take the snap and look to his left, and Kinn just, it looks like Kinn just may have taken his eyes off the ball. Let's go back and take another look. As we see here, Kinn, he's got some room. I don't know if he'll get the first down. Maybe he can make a man miss, but you can see he dropped it. He took his eyes off the ball a little bit too soon at the Rush City Auto replay. Yeah, that's new this year. We've got replay this year. Pretty cool. Good note, we'll punt it away. This going to be taken in at the 35. Oh, he slipped on the return. Oh, and a big hit. Even if he didn't make the tackle, that'll send a message that, we are going to play tough. And, man, whew. Wish I'd give credit to whoever that was. Couldn't see it because his jersey's so muddy, but proving a point. Holy cow. Dragons, they may not be winning right now. He may not have made a tackle, but he certainly made a play and a statement with that hit. Wow. So even though they punted away, they make a statement saying, we're not going anywhere. Punt is returned to about the 48-yard line. That's where the Thunderhawks will take over on offense with their third possession. Third possession of the third quarter. 1:25 left to go here in the third. Dragons trail 14-0. Dragons, they have got some physicality that they have missed the last few seasons. Spawn, man, motion left, right. Give up the middle, Mason Johnson. He's been the bell cow. He's got some room to run, and he was cut down quick. It looked like he had some room to run, but he was quickly cut down just past the 50. At the 46. Gain of 6. So a gain of 6 there for the Dragons. And second down and 4 now for the Thunderhawks inside Pine City territory. One thing that we've noticed is the tackling this year seems to be much better for the Dragons. Wrapping up a lot better, but it could still improve. That's the thing, is you still got so much to improve on this Dragon team does, and they're going to be interesting. Come late in the season, this will be a very fun team. They fake the give. Spahn holds onto it, and he's wrapped up, but he'll be close to, if not have, a first down. He's a little slow to get up. I think that's Pete's or Den's in on the stop. It's one of the two. It's a 6, a 1 or a 6 or a 1 or an 8. One of the two. Gain of 4 for Spahn. It'll be 3rd and 1. No, they're going to say it's first down now. Well, okay. First down. So gain of 5, and it'll be a first down for the Thunderhawks. And I think we got a timeout? No. No timeout. Looks like Thunderhawks realize they have probably enough time to let this clock run out into the third quarter. I believe they do. I think it was only at like 32 seconds or something. So we'll let it fully get down to its triple zeros, and then we'll get set for the fourth and final quarter of play. Dragons and their physicality, it's back. 2 and 1, and there we go. That is the end of quarter number 3 here in Pine City. The Dragons trail the Grand Rapids Thunderhawks 14-0 on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Still some time to get things going for the Dragons, but they trail. Embrace Orthodontics team over there believes the results of a remarkable orthodontic experience should last a lifetime. They'll keep your smile transformation where it should be with a lifelong retention program. Back after a word from our fine sponsors on WCMP.
Dale's Heating and Appliance, your local heating and appliance expert, is committed to making your family's comfort their top priority. And now you can add water softeners to their list of expertise. Dale's now offers water softener sales or rentals along with installation, service, and salt delivery. So if your home needs quality water, make the call to your already trusted experts at Dale's, or just visit dalesheatingandappliance.com. dalesheatingandappliance.com.
Joe and the gang at Roddy Motors have your next pre-owned vehicle. Vehicles of all makes and models, and vehicles priced to move. Roddy Motors in Mora can also get you financed on site. Or, if you've got a vehicle to sell, Roddy offers consignment too. Yep, they'll help you sell your quality pre-owned vehicle. The 2-time winner of the Reader's Choice Best Dealer in Kanabec County. That's what you call a repeat champ. When you need a quality vehicle, make your way to Roddy Motors in Mora or RoddyMotors.com. RODDY Motors.com. WCMP, give outside, and nice tackle there by a couple of Dragons. Out there, Tucker Johnson, one of them. Another one of them was Kevin McKellar. So McKellar and Tucker Johnson combined for the stop. But it's a gain of about 8. 8 yards from Mason Johnson on that one, and Dragons have one extra guy on the field. They do get him off in time. Nice hustle there. Give him credit. That's Kevin McKellar. Nice hustle play by him. Man in motion left, right. Spahn will give it up the middle to Mason Johnson, lowering the shoulder, breaks, spins out of that tackle, forward to the 30, past the 25, down to the 24. It's a gain of 11 for Mason Johnson. Again, just the kind of the bell cow for them, and he's just kind of making his presence felt. Mason Johnson, the 5'10", 165 sophomore. And for a sophomore to be getting this many carries, he's going to be their lead back for probably up until his senior year or so. I mean, to have a guy like that on your squad as a sophomore, that's pretty nice. First down and 10 from the 24. Motion, left, right. Spahn takes the snap. Mason Johnson, yep, he's got the carry again. And he's got a lot of room to run this time. Gain of 11, maybe even 12. Up past the first down marker. Can't quite see where they're going to spot it. Clock will roll. Looks like it's about the 4, man, we'll call it a gain of 11 at the 13. So here go the Thunderhawks again under center. Motion right, left. Mason Johnson, yet another carry. And the physicality just running through tackles, and he is into the end zone. 13-yard rushing touchdown there for Mason Johnson. The physicality of his carries is just becoming a factor now for the Dragons. He is just kind of wearing them down himself. And with that, it is going to be a 20-0 score. Thunderhawks lead over your Dragons on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. They got inside the Roddy Motors red zone for that touchdown. And let's see if they're going to go for 2 here. Spahn, not going to get there. Mason Johnson comes up short. So that will leave us at a 20-0 score on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Embrace Orthodontics. Custom Light Force braces or Invisalign clear liners. 3 locations, Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge. Back after word from our fine sponsors on WCMP.
Hey there, Matt Winsan, CEO of Burnett Dairy Cooperatives. Everybody knows that there are great places to play in Northwest Wisconsin, but did you know there are great places to work too? At Burnett Dairy Cooperative, we employ our local communities within 5 counties from our Grantsburg location. We offer competitive wages, 401k, profit sharing, and great benefits, and you will have the opportunity to grow within our herd. Lots of opportunities to grow. Come be a part of our herd. Visit BurnettDairy.com. Click on the Careers tab.
Back here on WCMP 106.5 FM, AM 1350, WCMPradio.com, live with video. Dragons trail 20-0 on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard as we get set for kickoff. Another Kettle River Pizza kickoff. Again, they got to stop getting in the red zone. Pine City can do it about 4 more times. I won't be upset then, but man, talking about all this pizza, I'm craving it now. I have to stop and get some. So the Dragons will get set for their third possession of the second half. The Thunderhawks have scored on 2 straight now. But Mason Johnson, again, his physicality kind of just wearing down this Pine City defense. And that's what the Thunderhawks' motive is, kind of just wear you down. And here's the boot. And taken in by, I think, Braxton Peets on the carry outside past the 30 to the 35, grinding his way forward past the 35. That was Braxton Peets. With a nice return there for the Dragons. And they'll spot him at about the 36-yard line. It's a nice return there by the Dragons. They'll start at their own 36-yard line. 10:04 to go in this fourth quarter. That means 10 minutes to get 3 touchdowns and tie, or not tie, but take the lead. 3 minutes. We've seen this pass game come alive here in this game. 55 yards receiving for Evan Denz on 2 catches. 4 for 8 for 53 for Austin Weiner because of a couple passes that went backwards. Weiner will take the snap. A little short throw to A.J. Austinson. Spins out of the tackle at the 40. Makes him another man miss at the 45. Near the 50. And A.J. Austinson with a 13-yard catch and breaking tackles on his way. 13 yards for A.J. Austinson. And that deserves a Rush City Auto replay. Just a quick spin out of the first one. Grinding his way out of the second one. For that first down near the 50. 13 yards for A.J. Austinson. That's a big play exactly when the Dragons needed it to spark their offense. They've been a little bit nullified here in the second half, but a big sparked play like that, and at this point, that's big. Looks like Weiner will line up under center possibly. Now we're going to get a timeout. Little bit too much confusion for Pine City on who's supposed to be lined up where. And again, kind of shooting themselves in the foot. They get a big play, and then all of a sudden they have to take a timeout, or nearly would have been playing with 10. They did not have 11 out there, and that's unfortunate because Pine City, again, we the last time they had a big chunk play, 50 yards to Evan Denz, they backed themselves up with penalties, and so just everyone not sure as to who's supposed to be where out there. And again, it is week 1, but these things will get improved. But man, those are tough. Those are tough things because Pine City has just so much momentum that they've gotten, and now they shoot themselves in the foot. So they avoid the playing with 10 players in the field. It's not a penalty. You just play with 1 less. So it's not a penalty, but it also doesn't help you at all. So they take the timeout. That'll be 1 of their 3. 2 receivers each side. Weiner under center. Can't tell who's in the backfield, but it's someone. Man in motion, left to right. That's Braxton Peets. He manages to get that ball away, but he's wrapped up in the backfield for a loss of about 5 is the ball carrier there. They had a blitzer come through this center. Nearly take the ball. I think that's Kalecki. No, Denz on the carry. Loss of 5 for Evan Denz. The Thunderhawks completely just timed the snap count and came through. Now, if you would have had a extra snap in there, or extra hit in there before the snap, went with a 2 count on that one, you would have had 45 yards. But again, you can't see the future. Another blitz here. It's coming up. Weiner gets out of 1, trying to make the throw. He's got a man out. Oh, it's Denz, and he dropped it. Oh, my goodness. That might be Braxton Peets, actually. Can't tell if that's Peets or Denz. It's one of those two. It's 18 or 16. Weiner up a little bit slow. Either way, it's incomplete. Weiner did a good job to evade the rush. I mean, it was coming in hot, but just a drop there, and it'll be 3rd down and long now. 8:34 to go here, 4th quarter. Dragons, 2 receivers each side in the pistol. Weiner takes a snap. Got a free rusher, and he's sacked. That's the running back's responsibility. If he's in there blocking, that's got to be Tucker Johnson. And Tucker Johnson, I just don't think he saw him. And unfortunately, that Tucker Johnson, he'll go back at film and realize he's got to be looking for that blitzer off the side. That backs them up all the way inside the 40 to the 39, a loss of 6 on the sack. So 4th down and long for Pine City. Will they go for it? Will they play field position? I'm guessing they'll probably go for it at this point of the game. Nothing to lose at this point. Maybe a quarterback punt? I don't know. Bunch formation. Pistol. Wiener takes the snap. It's a screen. They get it there to Milliman, and he's got really nowhere to go. Maybe up to the 40, but that's it. No yards on that reception for Milliman. 0. And that'll turn it over on downs. Now the tough thing here for Pine City is, again, Mason Johnson has just been grinding away at this defense, and his physicality is becoming a big factor here in this game. Over in Mora, reading from Andy Beckstrom, they nearly recovered 3 unintentional onside kicks. And because of that, they now lead 30-16. So Mora, unintentional onside kicks, but they lead now. So, hey, it works out. In our game on that Brace Orthodontic scoreboard, 7:38 to go. Grand Rapids leads 20-0. Do believe we have a new quarterback in, and wow, Pine City's well offsides. New quarterback in there for Grand Rapids is Braden McKinney.
Offsides on the Dragons.
Braden McKinney's in there. It'll be a free 5 yards. For the Thunderhawks, first penalty of the half for the Dragons. We've got a couple new players in there for the Thunderhawks. One of them is Bryce Madsen, one of the receivers, as well as Donovan Cloud. McKinney with the snap. He'll keep it. It's an option play. He breaks off of one tackle, down the sideline, getting a block upfield. That's going to be a flag. They're going to get a holding call. But he's down inside the 20. But we're going to get this one taken all the way back. There's going to be a holding call there, and that'll get taken back. Coach Bond doesn't agree with the call, but seemed to be pretty obvious. It'll be 10 yards from the spot, I believe. We'll see where they spot it. It might still be a first down depending on where they spot this. That hold was well downfield. It will still be a first down inside the 30 at about the 28. So it's still going to be a first down, but it won't be inside the 20 or 15. So Thunderhawks come out, first down and 10 from the Dragons' 28. Clock rolls, 7:24 to go. Kinney with the snap up the middle. And this is Sam Arlt plowing forward. And picks up about 7 yards. Second down and 3 with under 7 minutes to go on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Second down. Drake defense still out there being physical. It's hard this late when a team is just simply running the ball to run out the clock, but they're still out there, man. You got to give them credit. McKinney takes the snap up to Arlt. And Arlt goes nowhere, making the stop. That's Hogberg. Nice tackle. That's Caleb Hogberg. He's made a couple of tackles here today. But Hogberg, it's still a yard game, but man, Hogberg did a nice job making the stop. Only a gain of a yard there for Arlton. Be 3rd down and 2. McKinney gets the play from the sideline and brings it into the huddle. Under 6 minutes to go. Third and short. McKinney under center. Fake the motion once, give up the middle to Arlt. Nowhere to go on that one. May have gotten just he will get just enough for the first. So just enough for that first down. Hogberg, yet another first down, but nice tackle there by Hogberg once again. He's getting in there, man. He's made a couple of stops here in this second half, a couple big hits too. It'll be 1st down and 10 inside that Roddy Motors red zone. Roddy Motors is a 2-time Reader's Choice winner of Best Dealer in Kanabec County. That's a repeat champ. They'll give it up again to Arlt. He's got some room to run. Quickly taken down, though. I can't tell who that is on the tackle. It's a muddy jersey for the Dragons. That's who it is. I think it might be Denz or Peets, one of the two on the stop. Nice gain of 6 for Arlt. And again, they'll just be trying to roll this clock and drain it. But again, they are in the Roddy Motors red zone. And you can see me editing live time here. I apologize, not very professional, but trying to get Roddy Motors a bigger logo out there. They need it. Kenny under center, man in motion left, right. Up to Arlt again. Nice tackle that time. Is that who is that one? That is number 60, and that's going to be Tyler Dwyer. Nice tackle there by Tyler Dwyer, a junior defensive lineman. Gain of a couple for Arlt.
3rd and 3. Let's hear it, Dragon fans.
3rd down. Clock rolls under 4 minutes now on that Brace Orthodontic scoreboard here in the 4th quarter. Another give to Arlt. He does break off that one, and he gets forward probably for the first down. Another good stop by a couple of Dragons. It'll be a first down. Looks more or less like a gain of 5 or 6 for Arlt. Ken with the stop. Ken has made a bunch of tackles here today. Don't forget, post-game, we'll have our A&W Player of the Game coming up. So first down and goal from the 6 for the Thunderhawks. And they'll give it to Arlt. Why not? He's grinding forward. And nearing the goal line. He's going to come up, an eyelash or two short, maybe a yard. 5 yards for him on that carry. So now 2nd down and goal from about the 1. Under 2.5 to go in the 4th. Rush City leads over there in Bram at the end of the 3rd quarter, 40-12. 2nd down and goal from the 1. There was some motion way early. Dragons make the stop, but he does cross the goal line for the 1-yard touchdown. Yeah, they missed a false start penalty there. They left early, but that's all right. So more or less a garbage touchdown here for the Thunderhawks. 2 minutes exactly left on that Brace Orthodontics scoreboard. Brace Orthodontics, they're board-certified orthodontists are committed to providing world-class orthodontic care in a friendly and comfortable atmosphere. You can start today at EmbraceMN.com. Now remember, it's only Thursday. We do have more football coming up tomorrow. We'll give it to McKinney. He'll hold on to it. He's in for the 2. Make it 28-0. 3 possessions in a row for the Thunderhawks in which they have scored. So with that, we'll take a quick commercial break here on WCMP.
Kettle River Pizza, the handcrafted pizza made locally in Ash Cove, Minnesota. Always the highest quality ingredients. Pizza that is consistently great tasting. A true crowd pleaser. 16 varieties to choose from. Enjoy the classics like pepperoni, pepperoni sausage and supreme, to the unique tastes of hot Hawaiian, taco, buffalo chicken, and chicken Alfredo. Pick some up at your local grocer, tavern, or convenience store. Handcrafted Kettle River Pizza. Moms and basketball players approved.
Game Day Gilman here on WCMP. The Dragons have had a hard-fought game. Now they're going to be obviously disappointed with the loss here tonight, but man, they got to be excited about what they've got for this team. Seen a lot of improvement here tonight, and man, I'm excited to see what this team will be. So we get set for yet another Kettle River Pizza kickoff, our 6th of the evening. 1 for each half, and then 4 from Grand Rapids. And here's the boot. It'll be taken in, a little bit bobbled at the 30. Cuts back, tries to get forward again, and taken down inside the 35 at about the 32.5, 33-yard line. Nice return by Evan Denz, excuse me. Oh, the Dragons have it. 1:54 left. Can they get a score before the end of the game? It'll be 33-yard line. Where the Dragons take over on their 4th possession of the second half. Wiener and company will head to the line. Looks like Tucker Johnson in the backfield. In the pistol, 2 receivers each side for Wiener. Got some time. He's going to chuck it deep. Got a man, but it's going to come up well short. That's going to be intercepted. Intercepted, and, well, that's unfortunate. That pass came well short. It was picked off by Warren Ritter of the Thunderhawks, and at their 2nd turnover of the game. Well, that's not how you want the game to end if you're Pine City, but we'll probably see just maybe a run or 2 and a couple kneel downs from Grand Rapids, and that should wrap it up. Well, that's unfortunate for Austin Wiener. He's battled back there as the quarterback. Been hit a couple times, but that's one that's really unfortunate for him. But he'll just have to put that one out of his mind and focus come next week. And a run here to the back. That is number 23, Jackson Dietman. Dietman with maybe a yard.
About a half yard.
For Dietman. And they'll let the clock run again under a minute and a half. Rapids not looking to do anything more. They just need to run out the clock. Stay tuned for the post game here on WCMP. We'll get you updates from games going on in our listening area. And they'll toss it out wide to the right to Azel Chapman. And out of bounds on the far side. We're going to get another holding call. It'll be their 3rd penalty of the second half. Penalties have been much cleaner here in half number 2 for both sides. And Got to be happy with that. But a holding penalty will set the Thunderhawks back 10 yards from the spot of the foul, right at the 45. Under a minute to go, and that will pretty much wrap it up. They could really just kneel the ball. They don't need to run the ball anymore. I guess they're going to. Nice hit, though, on the ball carrier. That is Connor Keith. And maybe gains a yard. That should be it, though. Thunderhawks don't need to run another play. I'm surprised they even ran that one, but looks like that will be it. Thunderhawks getting set to line up. And we'll wait till the clock reaches those 000s, but that was a tough loss for Pine City, but a good game overall because when you look at it, man, they played physical, and man, they played well. And the Dragons will fall here 28-0 to the Grand Rapids Thunderhawks. Tough loss, but the Dragons, again, showed a ton of physicality in this game. They've got a lot of positives to look forward to as we go forward. We'll take a commercial break. Hear word from our fine sponsors. We'll come back and we'll wrap this game up. We'll get you some updates from games going on in our listening area. You're listening to Pine City Football on WCMP.
Resetting your password, unsubscribing from emails, printing anything. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an auto owner's insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your business doesn't have to be one of them, so you can get back to more important things, like learning how that printer works. That's simple human sense.
Contact your local auto owner's agency, Pine Insurance Agency, at pineagency.us today.
Hey there, neighbors. Matt Winsan, CEO Burnett Dairy. Farmers are the people that wake up before the sun, who battle the elements, and tend to their crops and herds with a passion that runs deep in their veins. At this time, I would personally like to thank the farmers. From all of us at Burnett Dairy Cooperative to all of our incredible farmers, thank you. Burnett Dairy Cooperative. Real farms, real flavor.
Oh, no.
Oh, man.
Don't worry, Hones can fix you up. Hones Auto Body and Glass has 43 years of experience repairing vehicles from accidents and damage due to hail. In fact, they've got a huge state-of-the-art facility in Mora, are ICAR and ASC certified, and certified in aluminum repair and welding. Plus, Hones is recommended by many insurance companies. Hones Auto Body and Glass in Mora. Hones, they'll fix you up right.
Whoa! They've got what you need at the Pine City Freeway Holiday Station Store. Right now, the Pine City Holiday Station Store off 35 has got savings like Doritos and Lay's Mix and Match, buy one, get one half off. Jack Link's Beef Jerky variety, 2 for $10. Starbucks Pink in Paradise, buy one, get one free. Any Dr. Pepper, 3 for $5. Red Bull 12 ounce, buy 2, get one free. Open 24/7, 365. They've got what you need at the Freeway Holiday Station Store in Pine City.
Some things you just have to chalk up to good genetics. It's genetics that give cattle a competitive edge, and it's Case IH equipment that helps you get the most out of your livestock operation. Case IH has a bloodline with generations of innovation, and whether you're driving a Farmall, Maxim, or Puma, Case IH tractors get the job done. Stop by your local dealer and discover the full range of Case IH tractors and hay tools.
See Baraboo Implement in Rice Lake and St. Croix Falls.
Back here on WCMP, the Dragons fall to the Grand Rapids Thunderhawks 28-0. Hard-fought loss here by the Dragons, but again, the physicality, something that will definitely be pleased by the coaches. They are certainly going to be okay and happy with the physicality that they've seen. But again, chunk plays were kind of an issue here, and then the penalties, shooting themselves in the foot after a chunk play by Pine City were some of the things that I think they'll talk about. Is, yeah, they got the big chunk plays sometimes, a few of them here in this game, but a few of the things that were unfortunate is, yeah, they may have gotten those chunk plays, but then all of a sudden after the chunk play, they seem to shoot themselves in the foot, whether it be a penalty, a loss on a certain play, or they didn't even have enough guys out there on one of the plays. So just a tough outing here, but again, a lot to improve on. And again, there's a lot of positivity to take away from this game for Pine City. They've got a lot to look forward to as they go throughout this season. They're going to be pretty happy with what they've got, but some things to clean up here before next week's game as they will be on the road. We'll take a look at that game in just a moment. But again, a tough one here for the Dragons on a Thursday night against Grand Rapids that got pushed back. Well, moved up, I should say, to 5:30. Then it got pushed back to 7 due to some severe weather. So got changed a little bit, but they did a good job here tonight. They will be up in Pequot Lakes next week for a 6 o'clock game up there against the Patriots. That will be their next game for the Pine City Dragons. Tell you what, we're going to take another commercial break here. We're from our fine sponsors once again, and we'll hopefully have our A&W Player of the Game closer to joining us. Again, the Dragons fall 28-0 to the Grand Rapids Thunderhawks. Stay tuned for our A&W Player of the Game.
Kettle River Pizza is a proud supporter of sports teams and community organizations. Local groups and teams across the state have had amazing success with Kettle River Pizza fundraising. From sausage and pepperoni to chicken Alfredo or the hot Hawaiian, the cheesy deliciousness practically sells itself. Visit KettleRiverPizza.com to schedule your next fundraiser. It's so easy to get started. Got a pizza craving now? Pick up a Kettle River Pizza at your local grocery store or convenience store today.
A Lennox air source heat pump is a high-efficiency air conditioning unit that can also heat your home or business during the spring and fall. It's more economical than heating with propane. Have Dale's Heating and Appliance install your Lennox air source heat pump. Ask Dale's how you can receive up to $1,000 in rebates for your air source heat pump system. And ductless mini splits also qualify for up to $1,000. Visit dalesheatingandappliance.com. Conditions apply. See dealer for details.
Untangling your headphones, finding the right remote, saying goodbye to your favorite shirt that hasn't fit in 10 years. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with Auto Owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who live in your community and answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like finding a new favorite shirt. That's simple human sense.
Contact your local Auto Owners agency, Pine Insurance Agency, at pineagency.us today.
Rush City Auto invites you to come on in and check out their full lot of quality used vehicles. They got a car or truck for any size budget. Get your next vehicle from a local dealer with a great reputation. Rush City Auto wants to get you into a vehicle that you will love at a price you can afford. For more information, visit them online at rushcityauto.com and make sure you like Rush City Auto on Facebook to stay up to date with their inventory. Rush City Auto, quality used vehicles. rushcityauto.com.
Sean here from Burnett Dairy Cooperative. We care about your comfort and safety. Regularly checking your propane gauge is critical, and when it reaches 30%, it's time to give us a call at 715-689-1032 to request a fill. Reliable service from your local cooperative. Burnett Dairy, your trusted propane partner.
Back here on WCMP, Game Day Gilman. Taking a look at some of the totals from the game. Now, I think I was a little bit off on the rushing for Pine City, but they ended with 63 yards passing, there we go, on 6 of 16 passing. 63 total yards for Grand Rapids, 55 carries, 293 yards, 4 touchdowns, 3 or 4 passing for 46 yards, a total of 339 yards for the Thunderhawks. But for Pine City, again, it's a lot. Taking a look at a lot of the positives. Again, they lost the game, and there were some mistakes. There were some penalties. They did shoot themselves in the foot a couple times. But one of the biggest things is they didn't hang their heads. They came back. They were more physical, and they made more plays. They proved, I think, to a lot of people, including their coaches, that, hey, this is a much different team. We're going to be a lot more physical. We're going to get out here and get after it. So I'm really looking forward to what this team can do as they go throughout the season. I'm excited to see this Pine City team just continue to improve as the season goes along. There was a lot that kind of happened here in this game as we get our A&W Player of the Game coming up here in the press box here. Evan Denz joining us. First of all, Evan, congratulations on being the Player of the Game. I know that comes with kind of a grain of salt.
Thank you.
And this was a tough physical game out there, a muddy game. What did you take away from this game?
I thought we all tried very hard, and we all did our best. You know, we just got little things to clean up, and that's about it. Get back to practice, put in the work, and come back out for our next game.
And you guys had some big chunk plays here in today's game. How did that feel as an offense to get those chunk plays like you did here tonight?
Yeah, I felt really good, but we just got to keep doing that every play, you know.
And unfortunately, sometimes shot yourselves in the foot after those big plays. But, again, this team seems a lot more physical this year. What is it about this? Both sides of the ball that just seem to be a lot more physical.
You know, we just want to win. We're sick of the 0-9 seasons, and we just want to go out there and do our best and win, you know.
And I know this one was a very tough physical game, but, in reality, it was a one-score game coming out of halftime. As a defense, what was the message to you guys at half?
That we could hang with them, you know.
Mm-hmm.
We were stopping them, getting them to fourth down, and turning it over, you know.
And I know this one is a loss at the end of the night, but what kind of confidence does this give you as both an offense and defense, knowing, hey, we stuck with this team till the very end? What kind of confidence does that give you going forward?
It gives us a lot of confidence, you know. Grand Rapids are a very good team, and we stuck with them. We made plays. We made defensive plays, and it was a good game.
It was. And that, again, Evan Denz, our A&W Player of the Game. Evan, thanks so much for joining us, and good luck next week.
Thank you very much.
That, again, Evan Denz, our Player of the Game. Appreciate him joining us. Again, yeah, like he mentioned, a very physical game, but just the way they played, the way they continued to come back the very next play and be just as physical, whether it was a negative play or a positive, it didn't matter. They just continued to come back and be that physical team once again. And I've been so impressed watching them here tonight, and you can tell this team does have a lot of confidence. This team knows we can stick with these guys. They're a big school. They're a 4A school, but Pine City just stuck with them. Grand Rapids got a garbage touchdown to make it 28-0. It's a 20-0 game if you look at it. And this Dragons team, my goodness, there's a lot to be excited about. This team is going to just continue to improve as the season goes forward. Well, folks, that's going to do it for me here at Saunders Field in Pine City. Thanks so much for tuning in. Remember, if you're watching this game on our YouTube, be sure to like and subscribe to the YouTube page. That way you can know whenever we go live with local sporting events. So if you like it, then click that red subscribe button. And when you do, you'll be notified anytime we go live with local sporting events. All you have to do is click the notification, and it will take you right to that live game. Also, stay tuned to our morning shows on KBEK 95.5 FM with Rock and Robin Riley at 7:30 and 8:30. Then over on 100.9 FM with Joshua Miron at 7:45 and 8:45. That's when you can catch your local sports updates. We'll talk local sports, of course, games that have happened the previous nights, plus games upcoming, and regional and national sports as well. Also, stay tuned to our websites, WCMPradio.com, KBEK.com, for all things local sports, interviews, recaps of games that we have done. Broadcast schedule is up at WCMPradio.com. Go to the sports tab, click on broadcast schedule, and that will show you all the games that we have coming up that week. Plus, stay tuned to our social medias, both of our Facebook pages for KBEK and WCMP, and our Twitter at WCMP Radio. For all things local sports, interviews, game recaps, coaching interviews, postings of players who have gone on and signed their LOIs, broken records, coaches leaving, coaches being hired, all those things and more on our websites and on our social media pages, so stay tuned to those. Again, I want to thank you all for tuning in. A little bit of a mucky night here, including for us. We did have some technical difficulties here tonight because of the rain and the weather, so I want to apologize about those. Nothing much that I can do about about them. Unfortunately, I can't make internet better or worse. Unfortunately, I can't make it better. So I apologize if you were experiencing any technical difficulties, but we worked through them. It's game one, ladies and gentlemen. It's only game one. So I appreciate you all tuning in, and you give me a job to do. Obviously, we, of course, thank all of our fine sponsors for sponsoring this and every other broadcast that we do. We greatly appreciate them. The final on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboards, the Dragons fall to the Thunderhawks 28-0. But again, you might want to be watching this team. This team has got a lot of confidence and a lot of good things going for them moving forward. Well, that's going to do it for me. Tune in tomorrow night over on 95.5 FM KBEK for more football, the final football game of the week, where we'll see Malacca play against the Princeton Tigers in the Pizza Bowl, the battle for the paddle over there in Malacca. I'll be joining Andy Beckstrom out on that one. But again, the final score here, Pine City falls to the Thunderhawks, 28-0. For WCMP, I'm Ethan Game Day Gilman. Thanks so much for tuning in, and have a great rest of your night. Where we'll see Malacca play against the Princeton Tigers in the Pizza Bowl.